I already posted that we're live. So.
We are live. All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun little technical difficulties on my part. Thanks AT&T for making me late. God damn it. Cause I don't fuck up my own show, you know?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I fucking hope this dude's okay. Like, he can't be that fucking sore from the gym.
No. Like, I'm still sore, but not like, oh god.
Not like paralyzed.
Not T-Rex arms, you know? Like, DJ knows what it's like to have T-Rex arms.
Yep. Unfortunately.
And a Godzilla penis.
They call him the Japanese Thriller. Completely unrelated though.
Dude, so I watched that Willy's Wonderland movie.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, what happened?
It was great. I actually really enjoyed it. My favorite quote from the whole fucking movie. Fucking life-changing quote right there. Like,
it's a whole bunch of like fucks given, zero.
Exactly, dude.
And like it's kind of wonderful. Like it's weird. Like I remember we saw it like the first time, and even DJ was like, I don't know what to do with this.
Just watch it again. Like, I really want to try. I wish somebody made some kind of energy drink just like that, because it looks like a regular cola can.
It is. It's a regular soda can.
It's just like a regular cola, you know, like the brown bubbles and stuff, right? With like at the end of the movie when he hands it over, you can tell it's like a stick-on label. So I'm like, man, I really want fucking punch pop energy, a fistful of caffeine for your kisser. A fistful
of caffeine for your kisser.
I mean, because you know, I'm the generation that we grew up with shit like Surge, you know, and crystal clear Jolt Cola. Like,
God.
punch pop energy, I would drink that.
Well, apparently they do sell it, but it's all like Etsy links.
Yeah, it's like the can koozies and stuff. I was looking for it last night though.
That is so cool though. Like somebody actually did the slip on. Yeah. Like you just push the can down into it and it's a sleeve. That's neat though.
I think I am gonna get that Willy's Wonderland shirt though from Amazon.
I would.
Yeah, I find like just think about Willy's Wonderland. I mean, we talked about it before, Dead Man, that like that type of person is exactly who would not only probably survive Freddy and Freddy and the gang, but honestly would probably beat their ass.
Would win.
Yeah, right? Would win. Because it's the perfect scenario. Like, someone who
What's going on, my fellow knights?
What the fuck? No.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, like what?
I'm trying to get this to come up, but it's not.
Dead Man's over here watching TikTok while he's supposed to be.
I'm not.
I know, right? Seriously, way to respect our viewers. Look at him. He's still doing it.
What are you doing? You stupid motherfucker.
Are you talking to us or yourself?
Me. Oh. Well, me and the internet. So they actually made, I don't know if you knew this, and this is what I was trying to do. They actually made a commercial for the energy drink. So
speaking of which, something we should check out when we watch our movie trailers.
Hey kids, do you know what time it is? It's birthday time.
Punch. It's a fistful of caffeine in your kisser.
Nice.
What's going on, my fellow
knights? And then it automatically plays to whatever the fuck that is, and it's annoying me. Stop.
I saw a trailer for a movie that we should definitely watch the trailer. I don't know if we can watch it here or not. But
yeah, we can watch trailers. Yeah,
it's called Studio 666. It's a story by Dave Grohl about the Foo Fighters trying to record their 10th album in a haunted mansion.
Sure, is that out? Is that, or has it not come out yet?
Not yet. I think it's February 25th is what the trailer might have said.
Oh, nice. Okay. We'll definitely watch that.
That's why I tend to watch a lot of YouTube now, because I don't go to the movies to see what's coming out. So I just watch ads.
Well, that movie Licorice Pizza, right? The one that everybody, that like all the critics are like, oh, it's so good, it's amazing and everything. A lot of not critics, like movie people like us, are going like, this isn't good.
Licorice Pizza?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard of that. I've heard of Lollipop Chainsaw. I've heard of Watermelon Sugar.
Hi.
Like
Yuri Eldad says Graverobber. What the fuck?
I don't know. What did I do?
I don't know. But yeah. So it's called Licorice Pizza, and apparently it's just not doing what a lot of people like. Everybody's like, oh, it's directed by so and so, and but like the entire premise, I think, is just a love story between an older person and a younger woman. So like a lot of people are like, well, yeah, that flew back in the 80s. Now, not so much. Yuri Eldad says, you know what you did, bro. The truth shall be revealed.
Okay.
She was only 13. Oh my god.
What?
I have no idea.
Whatever.
Trying to find like the synopsis. So it says here, well, it's supposed to be about a first love, but a lot of people are not liking this, like, at all. Like, at all.
Wait, did you actually see it?
Huh?
Did you actually see it?
No, not yet, no. No. I really don't have any interest in seeing it, honestly. Like, timepieces and pieces set for this kind of bullshit, I'm not really interested in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. You know what I mean? Like those first loves set back way back in the day, like in the 50s and 60s, not really my thing.
Well, yeah, I agree. You know, I don't know. Hence Titanic.
Yeah, you know,
God damn that film.
All right. Well, with that all said and done, let's go ahead and get the show started so we can talk about what we want to talk about here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of VTNetwork. I'm your host, Deadman. With me, as always, Graverobber and DJ. And today's episode is brought to you by Willy's Wonderland. At least one night of fun guaranteed. Please leave after hours. Use code SILENT for 10% off.
But you don't have to leave after hours.
I mean, you got to deal with Nick
somebody
Cage
to clean the place up.
Yeah, you got to deal with Nick. So that's a whole other thing. But all right, so let's we started late today. My internet decided not to work. So we're going to run through the recap real quick because we got a big subject to talk about, something that DJ finally caught up with the rest of the world with. And here we go. So, Graverobber, what have you been up to?
Watched Willy's Wonderland, played some Division, and just been working a lot. Yeah.
DJ?
Oh. Watch Ghostbusters. All three of them. 3 of them.
I think you might be missing a couple, DJ.
No.
No.
There's just 3.
There's only 3.
I know. I Googled it. Let's see. Been playing more of that being a dick.
Oh yeah.
Last week, yeah, and honestly, that's it. That being a dick game takes up more of your time, and that's without spank material.
You got the censorship on.
No. That's just it. I everything's uncensored. There's plenty of it, but it's just one of those. God damn, I didn't expect this to be this engaging.
Yeah,
I mean, in more ways than one.
Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much. That game is longer than expected.
Well, I mean, like, what it's like number 1, you know what I mean, for a little while.
Yeah, and it's like 2 seasons worth. So, I mean, like I say, you get your money's worth. I'll give it that. I mean, even if you're just looking for a quick wank, I mean, if you're looking for a quick wank, you could do shoot, just go to freaking Pornhub or something like that. But like, if you want like a true story that surprisingly connected, like some serious shit, like give it a shot. I don't know if there's like a turn on. I don't know if there's like a censor button or anything like that. I mean, if there isn't and you're under 18, well,
don't do that. Yeah. Don't touch that game.
Yeah. But if you are, if you're legal age, go nuts. If you want to.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I played some Battlefield this week. I got everything
better.
It's the same, but like again, I don't understand what everybody's big fucking deal is. Oh my god, it's so broken. It's so like what Battlefield launched good?
Well, none of them launched good. The problem I'm having with it is it's just boring as hell.
No, actually, the first one launched good.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
It did, dude.
It did not, dude.
Dude, I got it day 1. It did.
Your nostalgia goggles are on, brother, because it did not.
It was solid, dude.
Now you can go back and look up articles from way back in the day saying
they don't know what they're talking about.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, so play some Battlefield, play some Division. I watched a couple. I've been watching the Mandalorian, not the Mandalorian, the Boba Fett show, the Book of Boba Fett, and man, I never liked Boba Fett like growing up. So like the only thing I'm in for this for is like the nostalgia. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm all like the rest of it I'm just like everybody's like, oh, he took off his helmet. Oh, he put on his helmet. Oh, he has the E88 blaster. Oh, I'm just like and
yeah, that's one thing about Boba Fett. Like, honestly, his popularity and appeal, I mean, it's rare, but it's from sheer appearance alone. He did have an interesting look, in the trilogy, but he didn't really do that much.
No.
I mean, because like I never hated the guy. He was just like, he was just there, Vader's right hand bounty hunter, guy. So I was like, whatever. I didn't really start liking the character until I started reading the comics, and in the comics you actually see what he can truly do. But as far as the original trilogy goes, it's like he looks good next to Vader,
He never did anything for me. I know like so many people are like, oh, Boba Fett, he's my favorite. I'm like, he's not even a Mandalorian. Like neither him nor his dad are a Mandalorian. They're clones.
Well, no, his dad is real. He's not. He's the clone.
Well, we don't know if his dad was the original one.
Unless they're gonna kill Lucas's shit as well, because Disney's been doing that a lot lately. Lucas did say he was legit.
Well, I mean, and that's just it. In the trilogy and in the prequels, it was never clearly defined.
Well, that's one of the things.
That he's the one that wanted a
child,
one to raise of his own. Yeah,
exactly.
Boba.
Yeah, that's like Lucas being like a little troll there.
So like, I don't know, like
dick.
Maybe I don't know. Call me cynical or call me,
You just wanted to know more, and he didn't give you more.
Yeah, contrarian or whatever. But Boba Fett's never been one of those characters for me that's just like, oh my god, I must know everything about him. How did he escape from the Sarlacc pit? You know, oh, he's so awesome. No, he's not. No, he's not. I quote epic rap battles of history. He had 4 lines in the whole trilogy, and one of them was I
mean, he had more lines in the cartoon.
Well, cartoon, comics, robot chicken, whatever, dude. Fucking, he was just not a character for me. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I mean, I get it. Like I said, I mean, yeah, like when I was growing up, I was always kind of surprised. It's like I knew he was popular. I didn't know he was that popular. I'm like, really? Yeah. Like, really? Like Han Solo, I get. You know, Prince Leia, I get. Luke Skywalker, I get. Vader, even I got. Even though people hated him at first. But then again, that's how awesome he was. But
I always loved Vader.
You know, but I never really got like the super popularity of Boba Fett. Like, I'm like, what the heck? I mean, I didn't hate it. It's just one of those. I don't see it.
I don't either. I don't get it. But past that, I watched the Eternals.
Oh God. Oh, you mean like dollar store Avengers?
Actually,
it's
not bad.
Or like that shit brand X-Men.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad.
Kids in your comic book shows.
Dude, I can't believe the Eternals exist. I mean, like seriously, like why do they even exist? Like why? I mean, and not just in the movie. I mean, like in the comics. Why are these people even here?
Wait, are those the people that are like, we saw all of this, but we would not get involved?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so what the fuck is their point? Why do we give a shit if they already knew it was all going to happen, if they weren't going to do anything? Fucking, how about you don't get involved now?
Because they don't. Yeah. They don't get involved in any human conflicts or any human anything that happens.
Mortal conflicts. They're all over the fucking place.
Human, but
no, it's mortal. You know, these people are everywhere across the whole universe. We do things, we don't do anything. God, they are worthless. Dude, I accept the Moonlight Knight before I accepted these freaks.
Moonlight Knight is a different thing.
No. As far as I'm concerned, it's Moonlight Knight, or Moon Knight. I don't care. It's the moon, and it has night in it.
My God. It's a difference. You know, I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind.
Yes, you should.
I'm not. But anyways, so I watched The Immortals. It's honestly not a bad movie, and I can kind of see why everybody was like, this doesn't feel like Marvel, and it's like because it's kind of not. This was not a Marvel thing. You know what I mean? Like the Eternals was. In the original story in the 70s when Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were working on it, it was just kind of supposed to be like, oh yes, we're Eternals and we come and we do the thing that we do, and that's it. But here's a little bit of story about that and how our lore is, you know what I mean? But then I think it was the rewrite in the 80s, or I think it was the late 80s. I think it was the late 80s, but there was a rewrite where it was actually the story about their lives amongst the human beings and how being an immortal sucks for them, because they were like, haha, I'm immortal. I really like this human being, and now they're dead.
Oh God.
And this, like no bullshit. That's like the first
great.
issue.
You see how useless these people are? But no, let's make a movie about them.
In the first issue, Icarus is the one that suffers the first loss of his wife, like in Mesopotamia or something. Like it's weird. It's a cool little movie. So anyways, they do some of that in this movie. They do some other things in this movie, and then because it's already been leaked and I'm not going to spoil anything, we have the very first line from the new Blade in the movie.
Forget what you think you know.
You know what? Blade's not enough for me to watch that damn film.
How about you talking to your mic, brother?
No. They don't deserve it. You know, that's how much. That's how used to these people are. They don't deserve a full voice of DJ.
Oh my God. I like the movie. I like the movie. It was cool. Angelina Jolie actually acted. Like that's the weirdest part for me, right? Like Angelina Jolie actually acted, and I was like really surprised. I was like, wow. Hashtag not my blade. That's right, baby. Like
yeah.
I was
So
really surprised.
Wait. Is it just a voice, or do you actually see him?
No, you
Blade.
see all of them.
No, Blade.
Blade.
Yeah.
You just hear him. You just hear him.
Okay.
But
Okay, good. I could probably just look up that line on YouTube and be done with that.
But we do have some we do have an introduction to a new character in the MCU that's about to be debut, played by Kit Harington, and some other little threads that have been laid through the movie. But I'll tell you what, dude, like honestly, the acting in it was really wasn't bad, like at all. Like Angelina Jolie was, I don't know if she was forced to or kind of like wanted to, but there was something there. She acted. She actually portrayed emotions. You know what I mean? She wasn't just on screen being Angelina Jolie. Like her last like 2 or 3 movies.
Didn't watch it. Probably won't watch it.
We are all powerful immortals. Our problems matter.
Oh my god. Anyways,
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Like, it's not like I hate them, but they're worthless.
They're
worthless.
You're not wrong, but you're wrong.
No, they're worthless. Completely worthless.
When was the last time you read one of their comics?
I don't know. When did the Earth cool?
Never.
I know Graverobber doesn't read, but you know, like you of all people, DJ, come on. Like you when was the last time you gave any arcs that they did a chance?
I think I was maybe 13.
Okay, so you read the one that I read.
Yeah. And that's when I was like, and I'm done.
I thought we were going to talk about Ghostbusters.
We are.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We're doing the wrap up here, and I was talking about how I watched Immortals and Eternals.
No, call them Immortals. No. They don't deserve to have their proper name announced.
Oh my god,
Immortals.
The Eternals, and DJ's been going off on a fucking tangent ever since. And I don't know if you watch it. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I think it presents a new look at some things as far as Earth and goes in the MCU and some of the characters we're about to see coming up. I think that's really cool. But
just keep one thing in mind when you watch the film, people. If you watch the film, remember this film is only good because it's freaking Marvel. For some reason, they just hit it out of the park with everything, with the possible exception of Thor: The Dark World. That was just boring. But other than that,
I like Thor: The Dark World.
It was boring. Anyway, but yeah, other than that, just keep that in mind. Just because Marvel's just so freaking on fire right now. Just keep that in mind.
Well, no, like I went into Eternals, like knowing the comic book, knowing how kind of droll the whole thing is. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh well, let's see if they can actually spice up this story. You know, do something with the story. And they did, like surprisingly, like to my surprise, I was interested in what happened. So that's really cool. But anyways, we are here to talk about Ghostbusters, man. We all love Ghostbusters. I know Graverobber really loves Ghostbusters. DJ has modeled his life after fucking race stands, and I grew up loving them. And just last year, and this is past the 6-week mark. So in case you're listening or in case you're watching, there are going to be some spoilers here for Ghostbusters Afterlife. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, it's okay. We don't mind you clicking away or not watching. That's fine. But we're going to be talking about Ghostbusters, especially Afterlife here for a little bit. So let's just go from like the first movie. How old were you when you saw the first movie, guys?
Probably like 6.
Yeah, I was either 5 or 6.
I think I was 4 or 5 when I saw the first, because I saw it in theaters. I literally saw it in theaters. And like I was telling DJ, Ghostbusters was the movie that taught me that being scared can be fun. Because I remember being 4 or 5 years old and the Banshee in the library scaring the living fuck out of me when she fucking transforms and goes after the guys, right?
Well, they wouldn't be quiet, you know.
Well, get her. So like I remember being a kid and that scaring the living fuck out of me, and I'm like, but this is fun. You know what I mean? Like this is fun. This is an exchange. I was scared out of my mind, but here they are running out of the library all goofy, holding their papers and their equipment and whatever. And I'm like, this is cool. This is really cool. And it kind of opened my eyes to a different way of enjoying horror. So what about you guys? Was there any part of the original that was scary for you guys?
Not really, because by the time I had seen Ghostbusters, I had already watched like Phantasm, Nightmare on Elm Street, Candyman.
Okay, we get it. You're a hardcore kid and nothing moves you. Thanks for coming.
No,
fucking East Island
Phantasm
head.
scared the shit out of me.
So I watched fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, like that's I'm still allowed to be scared and have fun there. I experienced Phantasm. Nothing shall ever faze me ever again. Like
as a child in the single digit ages, if you watch Phantasm before Ghostbusters is not scary.
But they're two very different things.
You know what really traumatized me as a kid? Wasn't even a fucking movie. Fucking Michael Jackson's Thriller when he transforms into a fucking werewolf. I could not watch that really shit when I was a kid. That shit was fucking horrifying.
DJ, what about you? We can't squeeze blood from a stone over here.
I did have a scary a part that freaked me out in the original Ghostbusters. Yeah, I'll talk about the thriller part. What freaked me out was when Michael Jackson broke through the damn door. Like all the zombies are trying to get through that hard wooden door, and he was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm eating a bitch."
He threw the chair, dude. That's what killed me about it. He threw the chair. He's like, "Bitch."
But okay, well, yeah, I did a freaky part. That was the when the ghoul arms go for Dana Barrett. And she's like screaming, like I was like, like 2 arms, like there's a third arm. Oh, what the fuck, mommy, what's going on? And her chair turns and it goes to the light, back past the door. I got freaked the fuck out of that one.
Yeah,
it's like
an intense moment.
Yeah, I'd be like, like 1 arm, or like, okay, this is kind of freaky. 2 arms, okay, this is freaky. The third arm goes straight from her legs, like, oh my god, there's 3 arms. What kind of thing is this?
And you get an unintentional nip slip from Sigourney Weaver in that scene too.
I didn't know. I was too busy pissing my pants.
We're just gonna watch the TV behind DJ turn on in a minute here.
I know, right?
It was like, because there were freaky scenes in it, like despite Graverobber being the stone that shall not be moved, like there was some really good special effects.
I told you 2 things that freaked me out when I was a kid. Just one of them was not Ghostbusters.
Well, I mean, no, you're like, compared to everything I have seen. Compared to all that I have experienced, Ghostbusters sucks. Like, okay,
right? I have
seen here talk about Ghostbusters.
I never said that.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I have seen the dark universe yawning. Ghostbusters shall not faze me.
Yeah, I know, dude. But I mean, there was like really good effects. There was like really cool stuff that they did. Slimer became a joke over the years, and like, I don't understand why. Like, for those of us that saw the original movie and loved the original movie, Slimer was a dick. Slimer was a violent little green glob that ate everything.
Yeah, in the cartoon he was too.
Yeah, but he wasn't as malicious.
No, he wasn't. Because they were Saturday morning cartoons.
So exactly. Yeah. The thing about Slimer I found is that people just fell in love with him. He was like a green ball of snot, but truth be told, he didn't mess with you unless you messed with him first.
Yeah, he was pretty inert, and
he was relatively harmless. The worst he could do is really just slime you. Like he's like, I'm just eating here. Hey, you ruined my meal. Like, stop that. Stop those beans. What the fuck, man?
Remember the noise he made? That yeah, that thing, yeah. Like when it's going around the chandelier. Remember that in the ballroom? It's just, I was just like, somebody stop that thing. It's unnerving, dude.
Yeah, and that was the thing. He was just annoying, and I think, and yeah, I mean, I remember my friends was saying, like, I like Slimer. He's such a trip. It's like, because I think, like, at least when he was telling me about Slimer, like, what he loved was like at first, he was freaked out. I was like, Slimer, like, he's coming at me, like coming at Peter. He's like, and it's like, oh my God, he's gonna do something horrible. And Peter's like, he slimed me.
He slimed me.
Like, like that was it. Like, it's
actual like physical contact. Oh, this is amazing.
Oh, it feels so funky.
What do you think, like, Slimer's residue smells like?
What do you think it feels like? Because
I'm not even worried about that. I'm just like, what does it smell like?
Well, we know it's odorless. Like the entire library was coated with ectoplasm.
Like, got tiny little chunks of like rotten food in them. Like,
it's odorless.
No, actually it goes through him. Remember?
Yeah, it goes through him, but he's solid enough to pick up a plate. You're telling me, like, not like little bitty crumbs or anything, or a few drops of sauce are gonna get stuck?
He smells like the inside of a Walmart cooler.
Rotten milk.
Yeah, you ever been inside one? Like one of the industrial coolers they got a Walmart, or like, yeah, that's what he smells like. But like, just what does it do to you? Because Venkman was down. Venkman was on his back with his knees stiff and everything, and he's just like, oh, I feel so funky.
Well, I mean, there's like an entity passing through your body, dude. Like, it's gonna be weird.
That, I mean, you just got knocked on your ass, and a cyclotronic backpack literally just punched you in the kidneys. So,
yeah, he was a little annoyed.
There was probably just a lot to process there.
Yeah, I can imagine so. But like, it always tripped me out. It always tripped me out. And of course, fucking Egon's response, wonderful. Save me a sample.
Business first.
I love Egon, man. Like I was actually discussing that with DJ, like what characters like we resemble, and I was like, I'm Egon.
Yeah,
I'm Egon. Like,
yeah, because the thing, like, because like what always caught me, as a kid, when you said like, that's great, Ray, say something for me. It's like he doesn't even ask if Venkman was all right. He doesn't even like say it's like, yo, is everything cool? No, he's like, that's great, save some for me. I'm like, damn, Egon's cold.
I mean, he's intellectually driven. He doesn't process emotions the same way.
No.
Well, I'm sure inside his head he was freaking out, but that's not what came out,
Yeah, and we were talking, and DJ was, who were you trying to say? You were trying to say you were Venkman, or no? You were trying to say you were Ray.
My enthusiasm was a lot like Ray, because like it's like, holy crap, look at all this,
But I was like, no.
I realized that that's like only would be like part of me. The majority of me, like the dominant part, would actually be more Winston. Because it's just one of those, you guys are fucking nuts. Get the fuck away from me.
Like, what is it, and how do I get it to stop? That is Winston Zedmore's entire fucking premise. Like, so much so.
I mean, I'm probably more like Louis Tully.
I don't think you're a Tully, because I don't think you don't simp. First of all, well, I mean, you might simp if Sigourney Weaver's involved. I would simp.
She looks great in the third
and my
film.
whole idea of like social interaction and inviting someone over. Hey, you want to come over and play Super Mario Brothers?
Mario,
okay, I'll talk to you later. Like,
I like that.
I think, given what I know about Graverobber, I think Graverobber is the Ray of the group.
Yeah, I could see it.
I think Graverobber is the Ray stands of the group. Like, yeah.
Why?
Because like,
with some Venkman. with some Venkman in there.
No, because
he has that sense of humor, that dry sense of humor that Venkman is known for.
They all do. All of them have the sense of humor. It's just that Venkman is the most vocal about it. The reason I say Ray is because, hey, Graverobber, check out this cool new thing that's really interesting and specific to what you love. Cool. I'm going to spend the next 4 days obsessing about it.
Hyperfixation's a bitch.
Yeah, like serious hyperfixation, like just going full balls to the wall. That's Graverobber, and like Ray won't be deterred. Neither will Graverobber, and no matter how dangerous or stupid or insane the whole situation might seem. So yeah, that's Graverobber is Ray stands.
Fair enough. And then when the Ghostbusters fails, I opened up a car parts factory in Ohio.
You mean a bookstore?
What?
Yeah, that's what Ray opens. Ray opens the bookstore.
I know. I crossed over Dan Aykroyd movies.
Oh, okay.
Went from Ghostbusters to Tommy Boy.
I realize. Mm. So I mean, like, I love the original movie. Like, it always held a place in my heart, and you know, it's weird, right, to see how much the relevance of Ghostbusters has kept on, because the last real Ghostbusters film was in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
That is somebody nearly in their 40s.
1989? No, yeah. They would be 32.
It was 89. It was 89.
I said nearly.
32 is not very near to 40s.
It's closer to 40 than 20. Just because you're 37, Graverobber.
Not even 37, dude.
You know the rule. You're in the Marines for 4 years. It counts as double.
Actually, that's kind of true. I mean, I'm fucking sorry, dude. Like, I'm not in the Marines or shit like that, but I am an Army brat. I've been around the world, and honestly, like, time was like slow. Like when I came from journey from 96 to 99, time was slowed for those 4 years. I came back, I was like, holy shit, I missed a whole shit of a lot. I mean, I'm telling you, it was like dead air. Like, only like the most highest pulp culture shit, got to us, like fucking Titanic and some other shit, like fucking Warriors of Tao, like with the kangaroo martial art, the things,
I remember.
Yeah. And I didn't know that existed.
Well, it's like when I got out, I didn't even know that vaping was a thing until like 2014.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I said, like, I don't get it. Like
I had heard about Game of Thrones when I was in,
right?
But nobody I knew actually watched it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like time comes to a standstill or crawl. It's like even I'm back in the world. It's
even on TikTok, there's this chick. She's 24, so she did that age thing, and it said definitely 29. And I was like, that's funny because she's an army vet. Or she's an active army. And I'm like, that's the military aging right there. So
you're 37, Bubba.
Can I just be 69?
No.
Then I can qualify for the Association and the Advancement of Retired Persons.
We're getting there. So let's talk about Ghostbusters 2. Because I mean, Zool.
Wait, hold on. Like,
Stay Puft, Marshmallow Man, all that stuff we all know very much well, and it's all well ingrained into pop culture and history. So I don't think we really need to talk about it. But if you want to, we can.
Wait, Ghostbusters 2 or Ghostbusters 1?
No, the end of Ghostbusters 1.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much ingrained. But I mean, like, back on Ghostbusters 1, though, like, you didn't realize like the more mature setting Ghostbusters have. A lot of people don't realize that because when we're going from 1 and 2, you realize, holy shit, like not one person like popped a cigarette in their mouth, or the tone of the humor was actually watered down a bit more to be a bit more kid friendly.
A lot,
I mean, it makes sense too because the cartoon was a huge fucking success, even so much like that Slimer in the Ghostbusters. Slimer getting top building. Like, what the fuck? Over the Ghostbusters. What kind of crap was that? I mean, I love the cartoon, but no, Slimer, no. You're a background character. You help them out, but no, it's Ghostbusters.
No, I mean, so, yeah, like the end of the first movie, and like I said, it's all ingrained in pop culture. Like that's the only reason I'm moving past it is, we got the famous "Are you a god?"
No.
Then die. I love that fucking line, and I love the $5 stuntmen that they paid for that fucking tumble. If you go back and watch it again, these stuntmen are trying so hard to make this work, and it's just not working. You gotta wonder how many takes they did, because they hit that. One of them hit really hard. One of them went over and hit the side really hard, and I was like,
I hope they got a bonus. I really do.
Yeah, I hope you got a bonus for that tumble, because like the rest of them aren't really working it, but I mean, yeah, like so that line is born. It's ingrained in history. I don't think there is a single person, even Graverobber, who is not afraid of anything now that he's seen Phantasm, doesn't have the right response to when you ask him, "Are you a god?"
Oh, come on, Vince Clortho and Keymaster and Gozer.
Zool.
Fucking yeah.
Vince
Gozer. No, he says Gozer in the film. Maybe that was a mistake in the script then. But
Zool.
It's so weird. Like when you realize, when he asked the horse, "Are you the gatekeeper?" and you realize what they do. Before they have to summon Gozer. I'm like, you seem really close to that horse. You're like, back away there, man.
I love it. He just takes off into the distance screaming, and it trips over some lady's basket. Like, I love the chaos of it all, but I guess that's what was kind of missing from the second movie, and even the 2016 movie. There was a lot of human element missing to it. You know what I mean? Like the first Ghostbusters said that they were very human. They were very as intelligent as they were. They were doctors. They were very dumb. They work.
I mean, these things happen.
Yeah,
you can be educated and an idiot at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hence why Winston is there. He was like the freaking the voice of reason. The guy who kept everyone grounded.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was
my own lawyer.
He was extremely important to the plot. And let's actually talk about Winston before we move on to Ghostbusters 2. I understand why what's his name left the script and left
Eddie
production.
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. DJ, what talk towards your mic, dude. You're like over here.
Oh, sorry. I'm just
you're like
wanking.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Can a guy wank in peace? Good God, what the hell?
No, you're on camera. God damn it. Save it for your OnlyFans. Anyways,
okay, fine. Eddie Murphy.
I can understand why he left production, but we were talking, DJ, and I maybe Graverobber can agree or not, but I think he didn't read the script. I think he was just pitched the script, and he thought he was a token black guy.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you why Eddie Murphy left. You would have to ask him.
Well, he's never answered. He's literally never said. We just know that he was part of it, and he was not part of it, and that was it. That was end of story.
That's like asking, why did Will Smith turn down the role for Neo in The Matrix?
Because he didn't think the franchise was going to go anywhere, and he thought Wild Wild West was a better bet.
You mean like homie that played Obi-Wan in Star Wars? This is stupid. It's not going to go anywhere.
Sean Connery, is that what him?
No.
Obi. That's right.
Alec Guinness.
Yeah.
Alec Guinness. Yeah, that's why he didn't even fucking try in the first movie. He was just like, of course I know him. He's me.
Right.
Like, yeah. That's the read we're going with. Thanks a lot, Alec. Fuck. But anyway,
get him out of here. He's a dick.
Just kill him off. Just I don't want to deal with him no more.
If we really need him, we'll cut in some B-roll.
But Yeah, because like that's my idea, right? Because if you would have read the script, he would have seen that Winston is literally the translation between the audience and all the scientist assholes. You know what I mean? And trying to explain the situation in layman's terms constantly. You know, even bringing up the Book of Revelations in the movie.
Revelation. There's no S in the end of it.
Book of Revelation at the 3/4 mark of the movie, and I don't think he read the. I don't think he read the script. I think he was pitched it, and I think because he was pitched it, he was like, "Well, I'm just not going to be the funny black guy. I'm out.
I'm gonna go make Vampire in Brooklyn."
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that was later, but no, it was actually a Beverly Hills Cop.
It was Beverly Hills Cop that he
made
on.
Which like is funny if like the reason he didn't want to do it is I don't want to be the funny black guy. No, I'm gonna make a movie about being the funny black guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's weird, and that's the thing is like it's hard to argue if he made the wrong decision because Beverly Hills Cop was one of the highest grossing films of that year. You know, so it's like one of those, you know, tit for tat
because of that damn music, dude. That Axel F song.
Axel F.
Yeah, I heard the I heard the two highlights of the film for people was the music and his laugh. It's just like so. Yeah, you know, it's infectious, isn't it?
It makes me smile. It makes me smile.
It's infectious. You know, like it's weird.
I don't know. I like Judge Reinhold's character.
No, the straight man. Yeah,
you know,
I mean, like he was good.
My favorite thing on that was when he fucking looks behind the door and there's like that shoe rack full of guns, and I'm like, nice.
That's a man who's prepared.
It's just a guy with a hobby. Don't worry about it.
That is a man whose motto is find out.
Right.
But yeah, no, like I said, I think he was just pitched the film. I think they were like, you're gonna be working with Bill Murray, you're gonna be working with Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and you're gonna be working with Martin and a couple of other people, and you're gonna be playing the fourth in this quartet of people that bust ghosts, and it's gonna kind of be like an action comedy. There's gonna be a lot more comedy to the action, and what do you say, man? And I think he was like, yeah, I mean, I could fuck around with the rest of the SNL guys and everything else like that. And I think once production started, because he was on during production, that's why the first half of the movie doesn't fucking have Winston in it. He was on during production. So I think he saw them just goofing around, fucking around, and having a good grand old time, you know, like Bill and Dan and Harold Ramis being them, and just walked off set and was just like, I don't want to be the comic relief to these guys. And I think that's what happened. I don't think he read the script. I think it was going on dailies because he was an up and coming name at the time. I think he was going on dailies. I think he was going on pages, and I don't think he paid attention.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's true. I always, you know, and I always figured, you know, I told Deadman this that you know, like of course this is just speculation on my part, but I think like that was part of the, like, you know, Eddie Murphy not be, you know, turning down Ghostbusters and actually finding success on his own is part of the reason why Bill Murray didn't want to return to Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
you know, not wanting to be known just for Peter Venkman. I mean, like I said, I always feel like that was at least part of the reason, at least.
Yeah, like after you pointed it out and said that, you know, yeah, and like Eddie did go essentially platinum with you know, with Beverly Hills Cop and, you know, his little solo career he had for a minute. Yeah, I totally see the connection that Bill Murray was just like, oh well, look, he's more than just you know, he's more than just a Beverly Hills Cop guy. You know, he's got other movies. He's got another 40. He's got 48 hours, another 48 hours. You know, I don't. Yeah, and I think Bill Murray thought he could do the same, but I mean, fuck him for doing this. Like seriously, fuck him for waiting out literally Harold Ramis's entire life. Like, dickhead, dude. But moving on to Ghostbusters 2, I think Ghostbusters 2 is I think this is where it got corporatized. This is where it went cartoony. everyone is a little bit more cartoony. Even Janine has that ridiculous red hair.
Yeah, seriously, I thought it was a stoplight, like a walking stoplight.
I'm all for redheads, but holy shit, there was something cool about the way Janine looked in the first movie. You know what I mean? Like she was a little New York Brooklynite that didn't take no shit. And I like that. And then like for the sequel, they transformed her into like this kind of like bimbo-ish kind of thing, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, and getting with Tully. Oh,
Getting with Lewis. Come on.
Yeah, come on. You are Egon's girl. Don't you ever forget that again.
I mean, like it was just one of those things. I didn't like it. I didn't like also like I like that when the boys were involved, the four of them were involved, they still had that humor. You know what I mean? Like this, like even though most of it was written out, they still had the improv, the ability to just fuck with like what was expected. I loved it. You know what I mean? Like suck in the gut, boys, with the Ghostbusters.
They show up to the kids' party. Who are you gonna call? He-Man. He-Man.
And it don't look good.
It don't look good. Save that for New York, and this is what we're doing. And
there was quite a few problems with the film. Like a lot of the people pointed this out, but the biggest problem with the film is that they literally try to play it safe. It's like they try to make the exact same film again. Point by point, match by match.
That one I can't agree with. I can't agree with that point. I know it's a lot of arguments. I know it is, but I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I see too many. But another problem with it was that oh god, like honestly, how they handled Vigo.
Vigo the Carpathian.
The scourge of Carpathia, the sorrow of Mondavia, or something like shit like that. But
sorrow of Mondavia.
Like but when you look at this guy, he's he looks like an intimidating figure. He really does. And I think it would have been better instead of like trying to pull like kind of like Gozer's like I must be summoned and like and then I'll like do something, but he didn't really do anything. I expected him to have a like more hands-on approach. When he was finally back, not just grab a baby and take over Ray. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like,
especially like the portrait of him, it just looks so intimidating, like he's some kind of like warlord, and then he doesn't do shit.
Exactly, like he looks like the type of guy that will beat your ass just for looking at him wrong.
It's the little, light kidnapping and the transformation challenge, and that's it.
Yeah,
it's like woo.
Graverobber, are you sinking into your couch?
Probably,
because you take up this much of the screen.
The couch wants what it wants.
God,
well, there he goes.
Is that better?
Actually, weirdly enough, you sound better.
Yeah, for the couch, I guess.
It's the acoustics.
But I think you guys. What?
It's okay, guys.
DJ turned him into a snake.
I'm a snack. I'm a snake is snack.
I think you guys forget that the slime, the ooze, was Vigo. It was Vigo's doing. So
it was his doing, no doubt.
All the creatures being summoned out of the ooze, the attacks happening, the general, malaise of New York going downhill. That was all Vigo, and it was all just feeding him. So like he was doing this active thing while not being very active of just turning New Yorkers even bigger assholes.
I don't think he turned them into bigger assholes. I think he just this is plenty. Just keep it coming. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. Like I've been to New York twice. I don't think he turned them into bigger assholes. I think it was like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need to do jack shit. I'm gonna just sit
the right city. I picked the right one.
You know what I mean? So you're right. It was all Vigo, but like I said, like you seem like the type of guy that if he could, he would get things done by himself. Like when he first, I mean, as a
DJ,
kid, like when he
into
first,
the microphone, DJ.
shut up. Now, as a kid, when he first arrived, he's in that weird, shifting walk.
Yeah,
I figured he was gonna probably like try and punch one of them or something. It's like hold right there, Dad. Head, like, what the fuck did you say to me, bitch?
that was such a cool effect, right? And it was just wasted on just like 4 seconds of film. Like, God damn it, that was such a cool effect. I really like that.
Yeah, but how expensive was that effect?
That's probably why it was only around for 4 seconds of the film.
Yeah,
especially back then. Holy shit.
But I mean, like they all went a little bit more cartoony. Venkman and Dana hooked up after everything, but they still had the humor. I still like that they still had the humor. They still had Janine being a little horn dog, like chasing boys. I really like that aspect because it made me laugh hysterically. I watched it recently when Tully gets up and he's just like covered in lipstick and fucked up, and she's getting up like everything's cool. Like, yeah, she got hers. Because notice, Tully still has his pants and his shirt on. She's the one adjusting her skirt.
Mm-hmm. She got hers.
She got hers, dude. I love it. So Janine was like,
"Oh, Tully, even when you're getting some, you're still simping."
So they still had some of the humor in it, but I think where the humor failed was that they relied on Bill Murray too much. Every scene with Bill had to have a joke in it instead of just making them the 4 idiots they were in the first movie.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
like because even in the diner scene, when they're talking about we're covered in this stuff and we're trying to kill each other, and like Venkman's the one that drops the joke. Venkman's the one that goes, "Guys, you're scaring the stiffs." Like, come on, like all those jokes that could have been set up right there. Even Egon could have cracked a joke, but like, no, we had to leave it to Venkman. So, no, I didn't like that aspect of it. But
yeah, now that I think about it, though, like, yeah, wow,
weird, right?
I told you the phone lines are over there. What do you do? I'm like, what? It's all Bill Murray.
The whole bit is started by Bill Murray.
Yeah, I need to rewatch the film again. So, but the only joke I remember, a proper one that didn't involve Bill Murray, that was made by other cast, was the when they was going through the spectral analyzer and Ray and Egon were talking. I was like, so what do you think? Pizza? How about Thai? Nah, too spicy. Greek? Mexican? Thin or thin?
Chinese.
Like your Chinese, like just the weird banner like that. Like that's the only joke I remember that didn't have involved Murray.
Yeah, and even then it ended in a fire that they had to literally cut away from the jokes because it just wasn't landing. Maybe it's just me. And know whoever's listening to this or watching this can weigh in on your own opinions, and that's cool. But we'll move on from there. There because they turned a really shitty song into like one of the anthems of the 80s and 90s.
Well, yeah, you know what? There are a couple of things I did like I love, like the slime, the slime packs, and it's like I just kept growing up I was like when Ray said it's like Dana was like, is he dead? And he's like, this slime is positively charged. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, you mean only 2 canisters out of all of New York slime? And only this tiny amount could be positively charged. New York, what a town.
Yeah. I love this city. I love it, but let's
wait.
I'm sorry. You still have stuff to go through. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I did like how they brought the Statue of Liberty to life. Even though, truth be told, I don't think it could have gotten past the ocean. Like that thing would have been torn apart. heart by the time it reached the mainland.
Oh, between the that's not a deep canal like at all.
Oh, so
it's pretty shallow. Like she would have done fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then all right. Never mind then. But yeah, only that little bit of a good slime in all of New York. Damn it, New York.
Because remember, they were talking about the idea that they were reinforcing it with music and with positivity. And, even the bit with Ray Stan screaming at the slime as it bubbles out of the toaster. You know what I mean? But like they put on music and the slime starts dancing and Egon's trying to, like give it positivity and stuff like that. And
it would have been
yes,
absolutely fine. The Statue of Liberty is 305 feet tall. And the water around the Statue of Liberty is 62 feet at the deepest point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. But in the movie, it was like, what, up to her armpit?
Something like that.
I mean, it was a movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's like finally weird.
It's a movie with a dancing toaster, so
I don't think they sent a PA out there with a yardstick to go, all right, measure the water.
You're not sleeping with it, are you, Ray? Oh,
you dog.
I hope he's just like, maybe like a little cuddling up with the like with a bowl of it or a container of it.
We know that Ray is Graverobber, so no, that thing's getting fully penetrated.
No, it wasn't Ray. Remember, it was Egon.
Oh, it was Egon.
Yeah,
that's me then, and it's still getting fully penetrated.
Just pours it into a Pringles can.
That's it. That's all I need, Bubba. You dog.
How about the kinetic test?
Oh man. So I don't know, Graverobber, did you have anything you really liked from the second movie?
Your silence tell tales.
I don't know, dude. Like, honestly, for me, it's been so long. The first and second movies kind of blend together. I just been in. I mean, all the stuff you guys were just talking about was pretty fucking enjoyable.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like I said, DJ and I are not only older, but Ghostbusters played like a huge role in our growing up. So like, I don't blame you at all for not having this knowledge. I'm just fucking with you. But let's move past to the next installment, which is 2016's Ghostbusters.
Wait.
The call.
Wait, hold on. There's actually maybe 2 installments, but I guess we're not going to talk about the cartoon.
Cartoons aren't canon. Like
I know canon, but it's still Ghostbusters.
Cartoons aren't. What are you talking about? Have you watched Clone Wars?
Which one?
If you were closer to me, I'd pick you up and just like shake you right now.
I'm just saying.
Actually, the cartoons actually might be canon, at least part of it. It goes back to Afterlife, and when we talk about Afterlife, I'll get to that part. But part of it might be canon. But the other installment before they came out in 2016, the freaking video game.
Oh, the game. Graverobber, have you played it?
Nope.
The game is canon, and that is when we first actually meet Ivo, the guy who designed Dana Barrett's apartment, and what happens in Ghostbusters Afterlife. He actually makes an appearance in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
You call yourself a fan? It's an official canon game. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Deadman's the one saying cartoons aren't canon as a blanket statement.
Cartoons aren't canon.
So it's Deadman's fault. Well, that explains everything then.
It usually is. But I mean, like, I love the game.
What you had missed on a couple of Friday shows ago was we were talking about movies. I'm literally just the guy that sits down and watches them. Deadman's the guy that analyzes everything and overthinks it.
Yeah,
casual fan.
I have that. I have that thing too. A lot of times.
So
let's. I get it. Okay, fair enough.
The game itself is canon, but it didn't introduce anything new except for Evo, and it just reinforced what we knew about the Ghostbusters. And it even tried to set up Ghostbusters Go to Hell, but that didn't happen. Yeah. So,
but great, play the game.
It's actually really
before they try to take it away again.
It's actually a really fun game. But yeah, no, let's just talk about the 2016 one. Like I know we all hate it.
Is that the one with Chris Hemsworth?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
I was like, oh, come on. Like, let's talk about a little bit about the game. And particularly like how Egon has become like, got more and more, I guess, outspoken with his anger.
Yeah, it just enforced it. It just like it was like maybe these were flukes in the first two. No.
So is it Ghostbusters the video game or Ghostbusters Sanctum of Slime?
No, Ghostbusters the video game.
The video game, just the video game. Shit doesn't slime. It's just another non-canon spin-off game. Just something.
Okay, I added it to the list.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, because like and people. Yeah, I mean, if you like Ghostbusters, check out this game because when the original game came out, I guess they lost a license and it was literally taken off of all stores. Like you can only get like through third hand, and the prices were insane. Like those used prices were insane. So
yeah, because I remember one time I was in GameStop and they had the preview for it, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And then I never heard about it again. And like it actually had their voices and everything, but then it just fucking vanished.
Well,
exactly. Because, like I said, if it's a license or whatever. But yeah, like so when the remaster comes, is now out, dude. I got it day one. Like I'm not gonna miss the opportunity to own this thing, ever again. Like I always regretted that before.
Is it on Steam?
Yeah, it's on Steam. It's on Xbox and all that. So
what? No way.
Yeah, it's on the Xbox. Ghostbusters the video game remastered, $29 on Xbox store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
$24.99.
When it's on sale, it's like really, when it's on sale, it's pretty good. But I wasn't
this on my wish list.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so we got two instances from that game. Was one, Ray is still an idiot, and that reinforces it because one to tell him to shut up is Egon.
What's the play style in this game?
Third person over the shoulder.
Yeah, third person. Yeah,
because it looks like a Telltale game.
No, it's Division style.
No, okay. There's actual gameplay. I love Telltale games, but yeah.
I mean, I liked the Telltale Walking Dead. And did Telltale make Life is Strange?
No, that was someone else.
No,
because Life is Strange felt a lot like a Telltale game.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like, dude, when Telltale won the awards, a lot of companies actually was taking up their
But
formula.
I didn't like the Telltale Game of Thrones game.
Never played it.
Yeah,
not great.
I mean, yeah, it tries, but it's one of those, they're setting it up for more. But the problem is we don't get more. I mean, Telltale
I thought it was going to be awesome because the game starts at the Red Wedding and it just goes downhill from there.
It kind of does. So, I mean, if Telltale does a season 2, I'll play just because, it ends on such a fucking kind of a fucked up cliffhanger. Like,
the Game of Thrones one?
Yeah, like, dude, seriously, like you're playing the Forrester family. You're playing with the Forrester, and dude, like almost everyone can die except for maybe like one or two. But it's like it's still a continuation. Yeah, it's one of those. It's like, okay, everyone everyone pretty much is dead in my playthrough, but you're gonna continue this.
You got to keep going. Onward, Christian soldier. But anyways, the game was great, and if you have the chance to play it. That's really all. Like, we really can't go into anything without spoiling it.
Yeah,
it's the first appearance of Evo.
Yeah, the biggest thing about the game was that it was supposed to be like our Ghostbusters 3, since we didn't think we were ever going to get another. It's starting with the original cast. It's like, you know what, this is this is going to be Ghostbusters 3, and if nothing else, Harold Ramis
was still around.
And he's in the game. He's Egon again. If nothing else, if you plan on getting it, nothing else, that's worth the price. But you can wait. You can wait on sale. It's actually a very good price when it's on sale.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
Well, we gotta talk about this. We got to talk about the 2016 one, man. I know you're delaying it.
I know. I know. I just really want to talk about because it was official. Come on.
It was official, but I mean, nobody fucking knows about it, and anything we go into is going to be a spoiler. And honestly, that game I don't want to spoil. I know it's an old game.
Well, it's been out since 2009. I think we passed the 6 weeks mark.
I know, right?
And that's what I was trying to say. Is that I know I know we can spoil it officially, but I really want people to play it. I really want people to force them to make more Ghostbusters games, because I guarantee you, after Afterlife came out, that game got a lot more traction.
Oh, it did. No, I checked out the Steam sales, the list, and I think it was like in the top 15.
Yeah.
During the week of release. Like, hell yeah, that's right. You come back, motherfucker.
So I want them to get more traction. Yeah. But we got to talk about 2016's Ghostbusters Answer the Call, with Kristen Wiig and
the rest,
Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon and Leslie Jones. They tried. Paul Feig was the director and one of the writers. It was a god awful. And it wasn't god awful because they were female. It wasn't god awful because they did a bad job. It was god awful because they heard a rumor somewhere that most of the original.
Like it was god awful because they just missed the fucking point.
That
you know, and they're like, oh well, the original was like 3.5 comedians just doing a movie.
Yeah.
So let's just be funny. And I'm like, okay, but what was the point of this movie? I watched it one time and it was honestly not even very memorable. I just remember that for like, what was it, a total of like 2 minutes throughout the whole movie, Chris Hemsworth plays the ditzy blonde secretary. And that's it.
And they did a lot of bad things. They did a lot of bad
like
things.
A scooter or a motorcycle was in there. I don't know.
Yeah, he rode a scooter. That was supposed to be the new Ecto one. Was he bought a scooter for them to ride?
But why?
Because he's a dumb blonde. Like that was the joke. And one of the bad things they did was they tried to include the female audience, but not by including them, but by excluding the male audience, by making all the men in the movie dumb, malicious, or malintent. And
SJW at its finest. I mean, dude, they beat the bad guy with a freaking nut shot. Come on.
Yeah. It was
god damn.
I think somewhere along the lines they heard the rumor that the original Ghostbusters was mostly improv. And they thought that they could do the same. The problem with that is it's a complete fucking lie. It's apocryphal. No, the original Ghostbusters was not completely improv. All of those scenes were written. The little side stuff, the little funny jokes, and the little clips and stuff like that. Yes, a lot of those were improv. A lot of them, not all of them. We're talking slightly past the majority.
Really, when you think about the amount of improv in the old Ghostbusters, right? Mm-hmm. It's not so much improv as it is just the actor finding a rhythm that feels natural.
Yeah.
Because like you can have a script, but a lot of times any good actor is going to restructure the sentence or change a word or something just to make it natural. Mm-hmm. Like, how weird would it have been if the iconic line from Terminator was, "I will be back," but he couldn't comfortably fucking say that.
Yeah, and he said it sounded stupid.
Yeah.
And so, we got "I'll be back."
Yeah. Him and Cameron actually had a huge fight over just that line. It's like, and Schwarzenegger was like, "I'll be back." No, it's like, no, the line is, "I will be back." And Schwarzenegger just got tired of arguing. It's like, you know what, motherfucker? I'm the fucking Terminator.
I'm the tall Austrian robot here.
Yeah, so he just shut up. He did the scene. It's like, "I'll be back," and Cameron's like, "Okay, yeah, that was better."
Yeah, they shot both scenes. They shot him leaning in, "I will be back." Cameron was like, "Oh, that was fucking god awful. Do your take. I'll be back." All right,
because they were like, for some reason, a fucking learning program wouldn't use contractions.
Yeah, right.
Which like Data from Star Trek. But now we're going on a totally different tangent.
Well, remember, trust Data, not lore.
Exactly. Well, that's how Wesley knew the difference. That one sentence. Beautiful, isn't she?
Isn't she?
Yeah. It is cool too. I mean, I love how someone actually in the actual cast picked that up, because I picked it up like right away. It's like, That's the difference. One uses contractions, one doesn't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like if Lore wants to act like Data, he's flawless at it, except for that one tiny bit. I fucking love it.
Even when he like transferred the tick over to Data, like it was perfect, except for that.
But I mean, there was Data is the same as the Terminator, mind blown, pretty much.
Basically, just one's a little bit smaller,
little bit.
You know, they tried very hard to recreate an atmosphere that just didn't work with the style of humor they were attempting. Not only that, they didn't have the chops to do.
And also, is it weird that the Answer the Call to me, like visually, just didn't feel like a Ghostbuster? It was like way too bright and colorful.
It was overproduced. It was way overproduced.
It was like one of those commercials where it was like filmed on iPhone.
Yeah, right.
IMAX 3D.
Yeah, it's true. There was it had the same kind of style as the original remake Star Trek movie, the first one.
Yeah.
Like how everything was like bright. It's like you feel like
God, with all the like, fucking lens flare everywhere.
Yeah, like you feel like you were in an Apple shop when you was watching that film. One main problem was honestly like how over the top almost everything was.
Yeah.
When as like in the original, it is a lot more subtle, like a more subtle humor, more calm.
No. The humor was direct, but what it was
no, exactly. It was direct, but it was more like undertone. Ghostbusters, they're practically screaming everything.
Yeah, the original proton packs, okay, they were wielded by 4 guys who would hold them below waist level like this. Like, yeah, that was kind of part of the joke, sure. But why are we fucking licking our fucking tools now? Like, that was unnecessary.
Oh, yeah. She was my favorite character because she was the only one that actually behaved like a Ghostbuster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
I could think of 9 different things to do with a dead body like today. I'm like, that's a Ghostbuster line. That's an Egon line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One thing that annoyed me about this film is that how they figured out like everything like almost right away, like the equipment and everything, and they invented it like that, like super quick. I was like, what the hell? Like this takes fucking time, and like oh my god, like it's like like in the final battle, all of a sudden they had like all these gadgets, and I'm like,
an arsenal. But I really wanted to talk about this shot, right? I wanted to talk about this shot because this does not look like Ghostbusters. This looks like Ghostbusters if it was bought by
Disney.
Sony. Yeah, by Disney. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, perfect.
The old Ghostbusters, dude. Come on.
But that's just it. But like if it was bought by Disney, it's they got matching uniforms, they got the patches and everything. And when you look at
they have reflective safety stripes.
Yeah, the original guys were they found brown jumpsuits. End of story.
Yeah, it was cheap.
It was cheap. They bought a hearse because it was cheap.
I broke it down almost dead hearse. I found the car, and it just needs some suspension work and strikes and brake pads, steering wheel, and wait, how much? Only $4,800. Maybe a little wiring.
Just keeps going with the fucking list.
Yeah, but like, you look at this, and like Graverobber's right. This is Disneyfied. This does not look like Ghostbusters. This looks like
honestly, it looks more like a real life, like local area Ghostbusters cosplay team.
It looks like they're about to go onto like the Paramount main stage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like those are the ones that would show up at the kids' parties.
They got a huge government loan, woman-owned business,
and they have the black lady for diversity, so they're EEO.
Yeah, well, and that's just it, right? And Leslie Jones went on to complain about how Ghostbusters isn't like the official franchise is not including their movie into the ethos and everything. And I did a response video to this. I really did, and like because it upset me that much. She was just like, well, yeah, just fuck us, right? Just because when they started announcing Afterlife, just write us out of the timeline. She was like saying shit like that, and I was like, you did that, and that was your biggest mistake. That was the biggest Ghostbusters 2016 mistake, was that they wrote themselves out of the timeline of the official Ghostbusters. They had nothing to do with the original incident in New York, even though they mentioned it. They mentioned the incident in New York, but they had no ties to Venkman, to Egon, to Ray, or to Winston.
Yeah, they were an unverified tribute band, basically.
They were a bad tribute band. Yeah, and that was it. That was, and I made a response telling her. She was just like, well, it's just like, fuck us, right? And I was like, no, you fucked you, lady. Like, you fucked you. You did it. No, the fans begged them not to do a reboot, not to get rid of the original canon, not to forget where they came from. All the fans did. It was an outcry. If you're
gonna do something as big as Ghostbusters, at least work on it. Like, do some research, make sure some shit gets good, and start up some focus groups. Test it.
Do something, like, yeah, okay. Paul Feig, the guy who did this, did Pitch Perfect. He did Pitch Perfect. He found a lot of success working with getting good humor into an all-female cast and stuff like that. So I don't know, they were just like, yeah, he's gonna be great, but nothing about this movie felt, one, natural, or two, well delivered. All the improv was not good.
Basically, the movie to me felt like a really long, like,
SNL
teaser trailer. Yeah, like, you know how, like, in the teasers they show you all the funniest moments and stuff to try to get you to, like, associate, whatever this movie is with, like, the feeling of joy.
Yeah.
And it just feels like it was just like a fucking 2-hour long trailer to get me to watch a movie that's still gonna come out pretty soon.
It was not good. It was not good. And then, to me, like, I like being a critic and being the guy that overanalyzes everything. Yeah, like, the humor was lost. The we can improv every scene and just insert funny. It's like, no.
Yeah, dude. Like, even when we did, like, the producers, sure, it was it wasn't really a lot of improv. It was a lot of script writing, written. And then it was the entire video as a dry run.
Yeah.
Then, so it was a lot of script writing, basically a table read, and then it records. So even YouTube videos, most of those aren't even improv. Like,
yeah, and I don't know where they got the idea that it would work for literally a 90-minute movie. Is it 90 minutes? Because, like, it felt like, nope, Graverobber was right. It's an hour and 57 minutes.
Ridiculous.
It is a nearly 2-hour movie of bad improv.
Yeah.
Or like what Deadman said, just a really long SNL skit.
It really is.
But here's the weird thing.
Long SNL skit.
Coneheads was a really long SNL skit.
But it was funny.
But it was good. Like, it had purpose. It had, your buildup, your problem, and your resolution. Like, it had, what's that word? Pretty sure it starts with a C, ties the whole story together. There's, like, a guy that actually works on it to make sure, like,
go ahead.
Edit.
Go ahead.
What's the word? Not consistency. It's another word. Like,
content.
I don't know.
Context.
Context.
Sure. I don't know. I might even be thinking of the wrong thing. But Conehead, Ghostbusters. Yes.
Ghostbusters. Got it.
No, like, Coneheads, like, whoever was on their key grip, like, held it together, and it made sense.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it made sense because, Dan Aykroyd was, making this stupid movie, and everybody knew it was a stupid movie.
Hell,
everybody was in on the joke.
Expecting, 90 days into bed or whatever it was. Like,
fucking Chris Farley was in it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knew it was a joke. You know what I mean? And they even had improv lines in that one. Like when he rips the thing open, and slams it closed. Thank you. I hope you didn't cut your hand on my car. Like, it was great, but at the same time, they also matched the energy with the budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they went back to the planet Conehead. You know what I mean? They had the Garfok. You know what I mean? They had all this weird, funny stuff, and they had David Spade being a little Weasley fuck that he is, and it was all great. Like, but like Ghostbusters 2016, it just, yeah, you had the budget, but fuck's sake, you had writer staff for a reason. You know?
Yeah, I think basically the moral of the story is an SNL skit can make a good movie, but a movie franchise does not make an SNL skit.
No. I know a movie cannot be nothing but an SNL skit.
Yeah.
I think that's what you were trying to go for. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, let's just get to the official one. What we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. I love this movie. This movie was everything I wanted from the 2016 one. This movie was the cameos, everything in it was just perfect.
Oh, so, great. I was like, oh, dead man's talking. Let me fuck off.
Yeah, right. So, DJ, I'll let you go, man. Like, give us a breakdown on what you thought. And it has been more than 6 weeks, so you can spoil it. So, once again, spoilers for anybody who has not watched Ghostbusters Afterlife. We're going to be spoiling this movie, but we're going to be talking about it with love. So, go ahead.
Oh, this movie was just pure perfection. All right, yeah, I'm just joking. Okay, yeah, look, I'll just flat out say, like, right now, like, this film, like, okay, yeah, this film is not perfect. I am not saying that. I will never say that. There are flaws with the films,
right?
But what this film gets right is just so fucking good that the flaws just don't matter, like, at all. Like, golly, like, where do we even begin? Like, seriously, where do you even begin?
Let's start with
there was plenty of humanity in the Afterlife movie. Like, my favorite thing, like, where I totally could not disagree, is when the fucking dog was in the Walmart just mowing on the dog chow, and he's just kind of like in shock standing there. And then it looks at him, and his first thought is to be like, "Hey, buddy!" Like, hey, and then it charges at him, and he fucking just chucks the ice cream. Like, yeah,
I love that. I love
that was the thing. That's the thing. The dog doesn't chase him until after he chucks the ice cream.
Yeah, no,
huh?
Like, it looks at him, and then he goes, "Hey, buddy," and it growls at him. He screams, chucks the ice cream. Yeah.
Like, you know,
later in the movie, they're rushing out of the town. Did I see a sign say "Stay Puft, my friend"? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It's actually a sign on the building. Yes, you did. But yeah, but that was an old throwback to the first Ghostbusters movie. Okay, guys, who brought the dog?
Yeah.
Like, it was. But go ahead, DJ. You were saying
no. Like because Gray was saying like his favorite scene. Was that it, or was it something else, Riff?
Oh, in Afterlife? Shit. I just basically my favorite scene was the entire movie.
Yeah, there you go. Like, you know, that was
I can agree with that one.
But if I had to pick a second scene though, my second favorite scene is when the dude wakes up out of his glass coffin and he was like, "I am here to serve you," and she fucking well, there you go.
Gozer gives no fucks.
And all right, well, I just wasted my life.
Not care. Yeah, Gozer don't care, bro. We shall rule the universe together. I don't share.
Well, you won't. You shall rule the universe in two equally, sized pieces.
Honestly, that just made me like realize, it's like, it made me think, it's like, you know what? Just how far does Evo, go? Like, his influence. He built a town in the middle of nowhere, and he built the apartment building of in New York. It's like, where else has this guy gone? Like,
right?
What else has he developed? Because I think where did Evo come from originally? I can't remember.
Well, he was from the States. He
really?
worships Sumerian gods.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like over in Europe. I thought it was born in Europe or some shit.
No.
But okay. All right. So yeah. But yeah, it just makes me wonder. It's like, god dang, like what does this guy like? Like how far? Like where else has he been and shit? So it makes me wonder.
That and all the other dates that are on the timeline for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 1945. What didn't happen? When she said that, I was like, "You're not wrong." But I would appreciate something a little bit more specific as compared to the movie. But she's not wrong. 45 was one fucked up year. I mean,
what they're specifically referring to was when a Japanese guy looked up and saw the sun, and then saw another sun.
There you go. But then again, it could have been like other shit as well. So it's like,
then he became a part of ancient Japanese architecture.
That is literally confirmed by the director that they were referring to Hiroshima.
Would have been nice to have that in the film and not, as outside.
Well, I mean, I don't think they want to directly reference the fucking
reference.
Shut up.
All right, German, calm down.
I know, right? God damn it.
Yeah, don't you forget it.
No, he's just happy that they bombed Japan and not him. That's what he's happy about.
Hey, we surrendered on time. Anyway.
You also attacked Russia in the winter. Fucking
not
idiots.
smart.
Hey. No, actually, no, we were whooping their ass, but
no, you weren't.
The winter cold, but the Russian cold, dude. The Russian cold, dude. What can I fucking say?
No,
like,
you guys were at a standstill because you were we will win this, and then you
we were, but we would not. But we begged, but we begged the Fuhrer. I mean Hitler. We begged him to let us trench. Let us trench down for the winter, like hold off until it gets warmer. But he wouldn't have any of that, the Fuhrer. I mean, anyway, like Hitler, he's very impatient that way.
So here's a question: are Russians Asian or European?
Yes. So
they're whatever they want to be, I guess.
No, honestly, they are. They're both because they do. Their living state does touch both Eastern Europe and Asia, so they're literally both.
Weird. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So back to the film.
But going back to yes, they were referencing specifically the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Well, like I said, what didn't happen? That's what I heard in the film. So
yeah.
Oh. Okay. Wait. So we start off with the premise.
Yeah.
Egon daughter
takes
and
everything and moves out to the middle of nowhere, abandoning a daughter he had before Ghostbusters started. Remember all of that? Like that is before the Ghostbusters happened. The same as someone from Ohio can be called a Hawaiian, pretty much. After that happens, he builds contraptions and whatever, gets taken out by Gozer, specifically Zool. Then we go to the daughter. We see the daughter move. She's broke down on her luck, abandoned mom, literally abandoned daughter. Like she's not having a good day. She's not having a good day.
Well, she had 2 kids.
She had 2 kids. Yeah, she was the dad walked out. Just down on her luck, inherits the farm,
and all the debt that comes with it. So the luck isn't looking up.
No. So Janine hands it over, and then of course we have shenanigans. But
Ant-Man,
he's reading a Marvel comic, right? He's reading an Avengers comic when you first see him.
Why the fuck not?
But
if you were ever in a movie, wouldn't you be reading, the wild wartime adventures of Deadman and Graverobber in that movie?
I mean, probably.
Gotta rep your shit.
Gotta rep our own shit. Yeah. So after all the shenanigans ensue, then we have a couple of deviations from the storyline. We have a B plot and a C plot, but everything else is just so tightly wound together that this movie never in any part unravels.
I liked how the entity had the familiarity with the Stay Puft Marshmallows, so sent them out as soldiers.
Yeah. Yeah, as chaos bringers. Yeah.
Yeah. Which honestly, I fucking love the Stay Puft Marshmallows in this one. Like, okay, I hate Despicable Me's minions.
Yes.
But I love the Stay Puft Marshmallows, and they are very similar.
Even though one of them dies and melts and does the Terminator.
So many of them fucking die, dude.
Oh,
Maybe that's
God.
why. Because the minions don't die. That's annoying.
Yeah.
But the marshmallows, they're killing each other. Like they fucking skewered their homeboy, put the other dude in the blender, and they were like, wee! And the dude in the blender was like, when he was splattered up against the side. Like, what the fuck?
It's chaos, and I love it. I love it. But
and those fuckers get around too. I mean,
yeah, they were everywhere
With their tiny little legs and shit.
Yeah, it's like, how'd you guys get in the car? Like, how can you like get far enough to get in the damn car? Like, what the fuck?
Chaos. I think it would take them like an hour just to get out of the Walmart parking lot.
That's what I was thinking, but no, like,
yeah, like gremlins.
Yeah,
like, you kill our pappy, we're gonna get you.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But I mean, the giant Stay Puft Marshmallow exploding all over Manhattan is the reason there's that big rat problem now.
I never even thought of that. I never even thought of that.
That would make sense.
Because didn't they actually use marshmallow fluff?
No, it was shaving cream.
Oh, it was all shaving cream?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It was shaving cream. What they poured on Walter Peck at the end was, I think, 6 gallons of mentholated shaving cream that they didn't know was mentholated at the time. So when he got it poured on him, he almost fainted, not only from the weight, but from the idea that he couldn't breathe in because it was all mentholated.
The punch to the nostril every time.
Yeah. So like he almost got severely injured on set when that happened to him.
Damn.
But anyways.
Oh, dude, speaking of which, when he gets that group of shaving cream, what is that guy screaming in the background? Like at first he's laughing, he's like, ah, ha, ha. And then Walter Payne's like, doing like, what the fuck is going on? And you hear the guy going, or some shit like that.
Oh, it's a PA. He's yelling at somebody because it wasn't supposed to happen that fast.
And they left it in.
Fuck it. They probably
could only do it
once,
one
dude. Time. Like,
they could only do it once.
But it's still funny though.
Well, no, they did it twice, right? So they did it twice. They did it once, and the shaving cream knocked him on his ass. So they were like, okay, we can't use that much shaving cream. We're gonna have to decrease the amount used, right? So it went from like 10 gallons to like 6 gallons. So, but the thing is that the dry run, the wet run that they did, which is when you incorporate shit like that, the wet run that they did was all the normal shaving cream. So when they came back for the 6-gallon shot, it was all mentholated. So even with the 6 gallons, like he still almost got knocked in his ass, and he almost passed out because he couldn't breathe because of the menthylation. So the guy that you hear yelling, yeah, that's a PA. And they were like, well, we're only doing this twice because we can only do this to this guy twice.
He's in the union. We can't keep doing it.
Yeah, we can't keep fucking hitting him with shaving cream. We get literally pounds and gallons of shaving cream. We can't do this to the poor guy. He's the bad guy, but he's still a good dude behind the scenes. But let's talk about some classics returning here because it is tied directly to the originals. We got the Demon Dogs returning. How did you guys feel about that?
I feel like they weren't as like situationally aware as a demon dog would be.
Well, no, Vince Gorzo is a clumsy bitch. That's the one that originally inhabited Tully. So Tully being like this spastic over that's Vince Corso. That's the dog. Zool is the other dog. The other dog is one that's more cunning and more sneaky. So that's the other one.
And thirsty.
Did they use canned shaving cream or some contraption? No, they used canned shaving cream.
Fucking Barbasol. They just had a bunch of interns.
Yeah. Bunch of PAs that were just like, that's it. Yeah.
Get the razor.
Yeah, that was it. That's what they did. but yeah, no. So that's Vince Corzo, and that's Zool. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, because that little remote controlled car trap was not silent, but then when he's creeping under the dog, it's silent, and I was like, okay.
Well, also there's a big speech going on, and there's a lot of confrontation going on. So I could imagine them focusing on, you know, little Spengler while the kid sneaks it up. So I mean, come on, we've all been watching something, and a kid sneaks up to our side, and what do you fuck?
Yeah, but we're human,
you little bastard.
We're human. Okay, so what I know about dogs and what I know about demons, if I put that together, they should have noticed the RC car.
I think you're
at least one of them.
I think you're giving Vince way too much credit.
Because here's the thing. All right, like Luna, big dumb lab Doberman mix. She could be dead asleep on the couch, but if she even hears a word that sounds like ride, dude, she is up, she is in your face, and she won't leave you alone. Like, dogs are pretty attentive. Demons are like omnipowerful. So if you put that together, devil dogs, not only do you get United States Marines, but you would also have some kind of like super like situationally aware killing machine.
You're not wrong, but the thing is that you remember these dogs are very single-minded in their purpose. Like, because no, you're right, but like, especially Vince. Vince is like, I focus on this one thing and this one thing only. What I'm gonna do, like, because no, you're right. Like, but Vince has always been like that, and he is a clumsy idiot. In that sense. But but just goes to show, personality. You just because you have the skills and you have the tools doesn't mean you use them properly.
Yeah.
And Vince is an idiot.
and I'm so, like when he possessed that one guy, the freaking the scientist dude, you saw how he was like going towards her, like he's like, and he offers her a freaking like little dandelion.
Yeah,
it's like actually trying some romance. It's like he's getting
like
some. He
eyes.
knows he's gonna get some, but he's still trying to romance her. And she's like, let's just fucking do this.
Yeah,
well,
that's cool.
She romanced him back. He goes, I like your eyes. And she goes, oh,
thanks.
Thanks.
Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Even when Vince is like, grabs her, he even grabs her clunkily. It's like, but you know what? They finally did the deed. I will give them that. The first movie
they did
was
back in the original Ghostbusters too,
huh?
Well, that's the thing too. Like, as far
they just
as
kissed.
we know, they've
on.
only been hanging out for like a week. That's moving kind of quick.
Nah.
Yeah. But yeah,
unless your intention is to just, do it right now. Other than that, that's kind of quick. But they were cool with it at the end of the movie. I'm sure they're going to do it again.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, if she's cool with it,
there'll be a fourth Spangler soon enough.
So this is Vince. This is Vince Corzo.
Yeah, he's just trying to have some nom noms.
Yeah, seriously. And that's the thing. It's like, I remember like I went on some forums about like people talking about this film. Like one thing's like, why are you just sitting there eating? It's like like just eating dog food. Like what's wrong with it? It's like, dude, like what? Like think about people who come out of prison. Like what's one of the first things they fucking do when they fucking leave? And it's like they get some like a burger or something.
Yeah, they go to McDonald's, dude. Like
like this thing's been trapped in stone for like who knows how fucking long. I have the fucking munchies too.
At least since the 80s, right? Like
at least 30 years, minimum 30 years.
Seriously, like they get something to eat and they find someone to bang, and you goddamn right, Vince is gonna get some after that shit.
He's finally got the calories in him,
Like seriously, I got my woman. I like give me some protein.
Your demons have the 3-date rule? No, they do not. They don't give a fuck, bro.
Well, he tried. Remember, Vince is not a brute. He did a little romance.
He tried with the flower and the I like your eyes.
Thanks. So this is, of course, the new Gozer. What did you guys think of Gozer?
I love the new Gozer. You know, it works.
Gozer
And honestly,
still looks like an 80s villain. I love it.
Exactly, like the kid with the original, like, you know, she's like, you know, fuck. I did like on one of the forums, like someone complains, like, you know, why does she look Asian? And I had to come out and say, yeah, this is Gozer. It's whatever it fucking wants to be. If she wants to look fucking Asian, she's gonna look fucking Asian. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Asian? My first thought was like, she looks a lot like Anne Lennox.
Like, well, yeah, that's what I thought too.
If I tell you who it is, you're both gonna lose your mind because you're gonna. I
already looked it up. So you
are you sure about that?
Oh well, I thought Olivia Munn. It was Olivia Munn who played Gozer.
Yeah, great effects.
And she's part Asian.
Is she?
No, he's fucking with you.
Oh, he froze. Or no, there he is. Plus, another thing that they got right in this movie that they missed in the last movie was how destructive the beams are.
Yeah, and they're how like wobbly they are.
Yeah, they're not a direct line. These are like lassos, they're ropes. Like, oh my god! Every time these kids would pick up a fucking proton pack, I was like, please be careful with that. I know nothing's gonna happen to you, but holy fuck, please be careful. God damn it.
You know, yeah, seriously, when the girl was actually, like, you know, fixing the proton pack, powering it up again, I was like,
and it's not Olivia Munn, it's Olivia Wilde.
Is it Olivia Wilde? Where did I read Olivia Munn?
I don't know.
No, IMDb. But anyway.
Oh, Mike, if you're still watching, this is for you, Bubba. There it is.
Let's see if Puff Marshall man.
There it is. That's the sign you were looking. That's the sign you saw at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't even like marshmallows anymore.
I do.
Like, they were great as a kid, but I just
s'mores, man. S'mores.
Well, I mean, a lot of stuff is better once you fucking burn the shit out of it and change its physical fire to it. Like, yeah, raw steak is okay. It's got a nice, you know, fresh buttery taste to it, but when you fucking sear that shit,
well, yeah, you can eat raw steak. Just make sure it's a very, very, very fresh cut.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, dude, like scientists and, like, you know, people who know medical, you know, work in medical, it's like, yeah, what can go in that meat? I don't know.
It's good though.
Nothing. Look at her. Still fucking Gozer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still Gozer to me. You know what I mean? Like, I saw Gozer back then. I see Gozer now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. When you look at it, it's definitely Olivia Wilde because the angle and shape of her eyes.
Why did I say Olivia Munn? Where did I get that? Hold on. That angers me because I read Olivia Munn.
Is that a failed dead man?
It might be. It might be just something wrong with information being transferred to my brain from where it was started.
I don't know. It could be a hand you fail.
Give me a second, because I'm literally looking up the last site I got all the information from. So give me just a second. All right. It is wild. It is wild. Okay, so that's a fucking fail. That's a fail. God damn it.
Do it. And you fail.
I really liked her in Tron though. Like, she was great in that movie.
Olive Drab. Olive Garden. Olivia. She's good in anything. She was great as Gozer. Literally an almost silent being, and all she had to do was look threatening. She was awesome.
And the amazing Burt Wonderstone.
You know, I love the underlying. No, I'm sorry, guys. Yes,
go ahead.
like I mean maybe I'm just looking in too much into this, but I love the underlying controlled aggression Gozer had in this film. It's like because before Gozer's like sat back and like whatever, bitch, like oh I'm fucking Gozer. What the fuck you gonna do? But like she was like a lot more hands on, and you could tell it's like oh this takes me back, and vengeance is a bitch.
Yeah, Gozer was voiced by the lady that played Commodore Paris in Star Trek Beyond.
Wonderful. Anyway,
I was just replying to Lophus's comment.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, like when the original Ghostbusters, crossed the streams at her, and she caught the beams before the cross streams could actually touch her, and the look she gives them is like, not this time,
not
bitch.
This time. We're not fucking around.
I remember your shenanigans. No, dude, it was like right before that when she's fucking doing her thing, or it's doing its thing, and then you just hear, "Hey, flat top." Yes.
Did you miss us? Oh God. So yeah,
Are
okay.
you a god?
Ray?
You are God, Ray.
Ray,
come on,
Yes.
Ray.
come on.
We are all gods.
Wait. Let's hold off from the originals because god dang, like that could be a whole section by itself.
All right, so let's get to the current cast. All right, let's get to Finn Wolfhard. Let's get to the girl who plays Phoebe and the mom and podcast and the other girl. I can't remember her name. Lucky. So let's get to her. What did you guys think of this? Like, we literally have a brand new Ghostbusters in these 4 kids. Podcast, Phoebe, Finn's character. I can't remember his name, and Lucky. Like,
I don't remember Finn's character either. Hold on.
Wait, what's the black chick's name? The black
Lucky.
girl? Lucky. Dang, I missed that.
The only reason I remember it is because he screams it right at the end when he goes to get her out of the dog.
Trevor.
Is it Trevor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are their blasters as powerful as a middle-aged white couple asking DJ to their hotel room? No, because DJ has all the power in that instance. But
yeah, crossing the streams is foreplay on that one. But anyway,
And it cost you an extra $12.
So what do you guys think? Like, are you guys looking at what could possibly be the new Ghostbusters?
Like, Ghostbusters,
do you guys
the
approve?
next generation?
Yeah, do you guys approve? Do you guys disapprove? What?
yeah, you mean extreme Ghostbusters done right? Absolutely. I mean, like these kids, like they got something. I can honestly see like the chemistry between them, like Phoebe and the podcaster, like how he was the only one who actually laughed at the jokes. I like the jokes, but I think they'll actually laugh worthy. But he's a kid, so whatever. But
I think it's kind of cool too how like casting picked that girl to play Phoebe, and she really, really, really looks like she could be related.
Yeah, she really exactly like Egon. Yeah,
really. Yeah, I would not be surprised. They're like related in real life. Like,
no, they're not.
Oh, they're not.
No.
The weird thing is too, I don't even think she even looks anything like that. Like on her IMDb headshot.
No, I think she's a little blonde.
Well, you know what? Kudos to freaking makeup
and casting, man. Like casting picked the face that makeup could work with.
She literally has those are the same frames and brand that Egon wore in the original 2 movies. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, that's
yeah, I knew.
She looks more like what's her face from Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Hermione.
Yeah.
But like I said, so yeah, kudos to makeup and casting.
So I mean, what do you guys think? Essentially, we have our Winston. We have our Winston right here with Lucky. We have our Ray with podcasts. Our Egon with Phoebe, and we have
that other guy,
Peter. I mean, he can. Yeah, his sense of humor is definitely like he's not like Venkman's sense of humor, but
he kind of is like Venkman.
Yeah, but he has that.
Gen Z.
Yeah, he does have that foundation.
Yeah, like if Venkman was Gen Z, that would be him.
Yeah, like when he's like, tell a joke, And she tells the joke, and he's like, "That was a pretty good joke." He was like, "No, it wasn't." And he was like panicking, wanting to get the hell out of the car. Like, yeah, if we need like a humorous guy like Venkman, yeah, this guy is it.
Plus, I mean, let's also recognize the idea that they focused mostly on Phoebe, who has had a bit of a career, but nothing like Finn Wolfhard, and they did not focus on Finn. Like,
yeah, it wasn't even
everybody
to
thought
being
they
a
did.
Finn movie. Yeah.
Everybody thought it was going to be a Finn Wolfhard. It was going to be like a Stranger Things, rip-off type thing, and wasn't even close to it.
No, he honestly, he didn't have a lot of screen time for being the actor he is, which was really good. Like, they didn't use Finn to sell the movie.
Yeah, and I thought that was really, really awesome with him. Not only that, but he's the right age and he's the right kind of person to work on this movie, because he was blown away by the idea that he was working on a Ghostbusters film.
Well, yeah, he's an actual nerd, like,
yeah,
like his old Vine. Do not fuck with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Like, wait, the power of anime? You're one of those kids, huh? Do your little fucking ninjutsu shits on the playground, and you think we don't think you're weird because you like anime. We think you're weird because you tried doing their special moves at school. Like,
so,
yeah.
So, man, so do you guys think, would you guys continue watching Paul Rudd and all these other folks, just take up this mantle of Ghostbusters? Would you guys continue going?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I would.
Especially if like Paul Rudd is just there and he's like he was in this one. It wasn't like, hey guys, we got Paul Rudd. Come watch the new movie with Paul Rudd. Look at Paul Rudd in these trailers. Paul Rudd agreed to be in the new Ghostbusters movie because he's Paul Rudd. We love Paul Rudd. Okay.
No, he was Gary Gruberman.
Seriously, like it's hard to come up with a more nerdier name than that. Gary Gruberman. I mean, jeez.
Oh man, that one part too, when she was like, "You were supposed to be watching her this weekend." I was. Not you. Oh. At least he's got some paternal instincts. Like, I was.
Yeah.
No, I love the idea. Also, the we should get the hell out of here. But you're an adult and liable. Let's go.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what sold him. That's what sold him to me. Like, I want to see more of him. When he said that, I had liable. I was like, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
You're Ghostbusters material.
Look at this. Look at the destruction the proton packs leave. Just, oh my God.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Hamburger.
So
I
love this
afterwards.
I love this movie. I loved everything that happened in it. I love the role of the original cast. I love, like, here's another shot of maybe the new cast, and I love all of this. I really do love all of this, and I am 100% for them continuing this tradition and literally passing the torch.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I'm for it.
There's Hengel's favorite scene.
Although
I'm dumbass would stand there too, like, is your puppy?
It was a good boy. Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? Although I'm a little sad that Vince, not Vince, fucking Evil Shandor, he didn't have a bigger role. I don't know, but like when the ghosts were trying to,
comes back.
Oh, he does, but it's like how the ghost was trying to come out of the well, and and good old Egon, like having that freaking that proton pack trap, dude. And how Ego every time Evil will turn his head from his coffin like that. It's like, holy shit, like,
yeah,
that was damn. And then Gozer splits him in half. God damn it, Gozer, I love you. We could at least let him do something.
Fuck that prick, fucking ship motherfucker. Oh yeah, and here's a gag that was a throwback to the original Ghostbusters. I don't know if you guys knew this.
Yeah. Oh,
The
dude,
taxi
I
driver or something, right?
Yeah, to the taxi driver. This was a gag with a throwback to the taxi driver.
I wonder who you're talking to.
I don't.
Come on, dude. You're talking to the people where, like, I know for me, whenever something happened and there was a lot of stuff in the background, I would pause it and just fucking inspect everything and then hit play. Like,
that is Gozer.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Gozer chose that farm again, just to fuck with the Ghostbusters. Because Gozer was aware about Egon's meddling like through all this time. It's like,
yeah.
So like, I think she chose that form again just to fuck with them. It's like, you know what, bitch?
they remember this one.
Well, essentially, remember that's also their form. The way that they've been presented to humanity before was with the flat top and everything. So, but you're right though. Like I really do believe that. I think you're right that Gozer chooses that form just to fuck with them. Like Gozer, the Gozerian. So,
Gozer the Gozerian, was that like Ivan Ivanovsky Ivanovich? Like, who comes up with these names? Why do demons have to have dumbass names? Like,
there you go.
Yeah, that's my little guys. They're like the adipose from Doctor Who, but like way cuter and lot more
evil.
Violent.
Yeah, and more evil, way more evil. I mean,
more out of each other. Damn.
Honestly, adipose was the dumbest fucking threat in the Doctor Who series. Like, nothing about that is threatening.
No, it wasn't. That was not
cute
the dumbest
little
one.
Fucking little fat balls. Like, really?
Well, because it wasn't the fat that was the threat. It was the parents collecting them.
I mean, wouldn't you throw one in a fucking terrarium with like a leaf and a stick to simulate a habitat? Like,
no.
I would. Those little things are so fucking cute. The adipose and the marshmallows, the mini marshmallows.
So we have some behind the scenes shots, and I don't know if you guys want to take a look at some of them.
Sure.
Well, wait. Well, after we talk about the final 15 minutes of the film, when the OGs show up.
So yeah,
oh my god, let's
go ahead and talk about
crushing moment when he finally gets to apologize.
Let's go ahead and talk about Ghostbusters versus Gozer and how it went this time, and how our boys have aged, man.
Oh my god,
our boys have. Bill Murray looks like
looks like he did in Zombieland.
He looks like 100-year-old purse. And oh god, like I love them, but holy balls, they did not keep up their age. And I don't know, maybe because they were never planning on coming back to this, but ooh, mama, like I mean, go ahead, guys. Come on, jump in anytime.
I like how he calls out their age too, and he uses, with the power vested in me by the Association for the Advancement of Retired Persons. And I was like, this dude literally pulled his AARP card, like.
Yeah, by the power vested
what AARP
in wildlife.
Stood for. Yeah, I didn't even know what that fucking stood for until I watched this movie. Like, I've never been interested, like not even once did I Google what does AARP mean. I never fucking cared. Like,
that's fair enough.
Yeah, it was freaking great. I mean, and the banter is almost kind of like they never laugh.
Yeah,
like I don't remember this job being so painful. I do.
I do.
Yeah. You weren't paid attention. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, and dude, that shot when all four of the Ghostbusters are shooting at him, Egon, helping his granddaughter out, and they all look at him. It's like, oh,
I love how Winston's the first one because he can't handle it. He's like,
yeah, Winston was never cool with ghosts and shit. Like,
he was the skeptic. That's what Winston was.
That plus they have to have a sequel so I can know what the hell business he created.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious about that myself. Oh yeah. When Phoebe's eyes glow during her her one-on-one with Gozer, like, was that because of the proton pack, or was that something else? I mean, the
proton
charge
pack.
of beams, huh?
Yeah, it was a proton pack.
Okay, yeah. I was worried about that. I was like,
well, no, come on, like get into it. Let's talk
no,
about our
like,
boys, man.
like, I don't know, I had like a little theory about that. Like, her eye, her eyes glowing, but I guess it's just a reflected light.
Yeah,
On that, because I was like, holy, like, is her fucking eyes glowing?
Mm.
Like I mentioned before, is like, like maybe part of the show is canon, and but if it's just reflected light, then it just won't even matter, because like one thing I remember, like in the cartoon show, that Egon actually has sorcerer ancestors that utilize magic,
yeah.
to do battle. I'm like, because like I was worried about that. It's like, she's actually holding her own against Gozer, like one-on-one. And
Well, sort of. I mean, she's being pushed back the entire time.
Like sort of. But I was like, huh.
Hmm.
I guess I'm probably reading too much into it, though. But I don't know. Maybe the sequel maybe clear it up. Well, no, I'm pretty sure it's just reflective light. But yeah, that's what I was actually thinking when I came to that one scene. I was like, huh.
I did like how the 5th proton pack made a difference, though.
Yeah. Shoot at the trap.
Showing that, they were always better as a team. Kind of like the symbology behind that. I love that, or the symbolism behind that of they're always better as a team, never as a single entity. And I love that.
I would like to see a scene from the end of the movie. I would like to see the scene of just Podcast in the Ecto-1 tasing the fuck out of the marshmallows, trying not to die. Like,
that was a fun scene, dude. Like, he was like, yes. They all realize what's going on, and they scream and run out.
Like, that seems like he was putting in some work too. Like, there was a lot of them in there.
I want to know what the hell kind of RC car that was, to be able to keep up with the car, keep up with the free thing, and be in front of it, and the controlling it. Like,
honestly, it was probably like a Traxxas.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to watch it again and look more at the car, but it was probably a Traxxas. Those things are dope.
Yeah, they gotta be. I was like, I had 3 or 4 of these. I don't remember it could be doing all this shit. What the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Well, remember also when we were growing up, the shit that we had was like half a servo motor that was just cycled. Like it wasn't
the Red Fox Racer from Radio Shack.
Yeah, dude. Like, we didn't
ran
have
on
much.
C batteries. You're not getting much power out of that. Well, yeah. No. And then the Mutator came out. Dude, I loved that fucking car. But no, Traxxas using their high density lipo batteries and stuff, they go pretty fast. My stepson, I guess, had one, and so I put him in the passenger seat of my car, and he had the controller, and that car that he had topped out at like 45. So they're pretty decent.
Yeah. Gotta give me one of those fucking things.
They're like $600.
Yeah,
man, give me one of those fucking things.
Yeah,
but
sure.
They're pretty rigid.
After
you can get the plastic
fucking
frame, or you can get the aluminum frame. The aluminum frame ones are fucking strong.
Well, to be literally batted around by a giant demon dog, imagine. But
that or building ramps out of like cardboard boxes and trash cans, and then letting them fucking tumble. Like, they're pretty strong.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and just start talking about the end of this movie.
No, for Harold. That was beautiful, and the apologies they gave. It's like, god dang. I mean, I know it was supposed to be the context in the movie, but us fans, we know what those true apologies were about.
Yeah, and that's why, it went good with the grip of the movie, but for people that love Ghostbusters and kind of know what was going on, we know that apology was for them waiting so long to finally do this.
Yeah.
We know that was a real apology.
Yeah, and even Winston saying, I should have called more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just
because they all realized they just kind of abandoned their friend because they didn't want to do something. and now they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, now he's gone. And remember, and also, the idea that just imagine how worse you feel when you've watched thousands of ghosts leave this mortal plane in one fashion or another, but this is the first time you ever see a ghost actually leave in a peaceful manner, and it was Egon Spengler. Like, God, and good. You know what? I hope they hurt. I hope they feel that, because fuck them for waiting for so long to give this to us, and when for literally like Harold Ramis having to pass for even one of them to consider coming back as the originals, because I guarantee you when they did their cameos in the 2016 one and they came out of it, they were like, that was stupid.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, like, they saw the original finished product, because you can't see the product when you're making it,
right?
You know what I mean? You can't watch the fucking movie while you're making it. So Bill Murray was on set for one day, didn't give any effort. Fucking same thing with Dan Aykroyd and what's his name, Ernie Hudson. Like they gave no fucking effort, but again, they couldn't see the movie, they couldn't read the script or anything. So I guarantee you that was more than enough for them to just stand around and go, "This was stupid."
Yeah,
like we need to get somebody to actually write a proper movie and get back to work. And so yes,
it's probably one of those like, look what they've done to my boy.
Look how they massacred my boy. Look what they did to him.
Father, help.
That's my boy. Father, help. No, my boy. But let's just wrap it up and say that yes, we do know there are sequels planned. Yes, we know that Sony has learned their lesson when it comes to holding on to this property. We also know that everybody else is back in. Everybody else is back in. Literally everybody from Bill Murray to Sigourney Weaver are all back in to pass the torch.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what did you guys think about the two end credits? Well, the mid credit scene and the end credit scene.
Sigourney Weaver, I'm in love. Hello,
dude. She looks great.
She looked way better than Bill Murray.
Well, no doubt. It's like, dude, I was like, dude, is that your dad over there across from there? I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, but
no, like, Bill Murray looks like a brown paper bag that got left in the rain for 3 years.
Seriously, I was like,
still perfect.
Even when he looks, he's still trying to get a day, and it's like, with true love.
You marked the cards, didn't you? Yeah.
That's like, oh, he's in so much pain he can't even say it. He's like,
You really deserve to do this to your students? No, just
only the guys. Only the guys. This works very well. Like, yes, it does.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm surprised that thing is still functional.
It was built by Venkman.
Yeah, he is his own worst enemy a lot of the times. But dude, the end credits scene when it showed that it was Winston that actually kept up with Egon's bills, and he's the one who bought the firehouse again. It's like, where were you? The sex appeal.
Yeah,
call it like I sees it.
No, dude, like that was another touching one too at the end of the movie when like they're done. The ghost has been trapped and everything, and then he looks at the Ecto-1 and he goes, "Oh, baby. What did they
do to you?" Oh God, that my heart.
I was like, oh. And he's like, "Let's get you home. We'll get you fixed up." I'm like, yes.
I know. That's exactly what I was like. I was like, wait, does he mean home?
And then he pulls into the fucking firehouse.
Or does he mean home? And he pulls into the firehouse. I'm like, he meant home, baby. Yeah. Oh God! Man. Like everything about this fucking movie was exactly what I've needed. And I said this, and weirdly enough, I said this when I saw this in theaters. I said this year needed this movie. It was all heart. It was all fun. It was all comedy, and it was all what it was supposed to be. It was Ghostbusters. It was real fucking Ghostbusters, and I thought 2021 needed it. And right before it ended, Betty White had to check out because she couldn't stand 2022.
Well, see, here's the thing. Okay, first of all, I didn't know that I needed this Ghostbusters movie.
Right.
Okay, but I was basically pinned under a fucking dump truck with COVID when I watched this movie. And for 2 hours, I felt amazing. Like, that's all it was. And then with Betty White, okay, Betty White was always a comedian. So, of course, what she would do is wait for a magazine to publish about her celebrating her 100th birthday and then be like, gotcha, and check out 3 weeks before her 100th birthday. Come on. That's a Betty White move right there.
Yeah, they're already talking about that. It's the new Mandela effect, that everybody's going to remember that she was 100, but only other people are going to know she was 99 years old. She didn't make it.
She was 99 and 49 weeks.
Yeah, we didn't like it. Nobody liked that.
But then again, everybody, not just as a country, but I'm pretty sure as the world that knew Betty White agreed that she lived to 99 and died too soon. Mm-hmm. So maybe we kind of needed that wholesomeness in the ethereal plane. Maybe that's going to help us out a little bit.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
And we know the soundtrack is lit too in the ethereal plane. We got Vincente over there fucking just like singing Betty White into battle. Like,
oh yeah. I love it.
It's going to be awesome.
But yeah, like when I remember when I saw this movie, I was like 2021 needed this movie.
And then Bob Saget's going to be there to report the highlights of Betty White's victories. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God. Did you guys hear about Jackie Chan?
What happened?
Jackie Chan, was it yesterday afternoon, was found in his home resting comfortably.
Good. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, no, come on, dude. Betty's enough. I don't need not with Jack.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I was literally about to get up and fight the entity known as time. I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm done. Give me Lucille. I'm taking on a 4 fucking apocalypse. Everybody's gonna die. I'm done. God
Don't forget about the 5th horseman, Flatulence.
He's going first.
He rides a donkey, so he moves a little slower.
Yeah. I'm talking about I'm going full fucking Lucille and the battle axe from fucking Viking Age, taking out the goddamn end of the world because fuck this. I'm done.
Dude,
done
that was great though. I had both your guys' undivided attention for that.
Yes, you did. Look, like, TJ's still shocked. Look at him.
He's fact checking. He's just making sure, like,
exactly. I'm like, motherfucker, like, no. I don't trust the word you. I don't trust you anymore, Grave. The trust is gone.
Well, okay,
it's back again.
Yes, it's that little Filipino chirp laugh. That's what gets people.
One last thing about the Afterlife. When the containment unit was on red.
Mm-hmm.
I just kept thinking, did Walter Peck fuck with it again? No. I know he did it. It's just one of those things. Like every time I looked at that, I was like, because what happened when he had him pull the switch, everything turned red. I just kept thinking, Walter Peck, you motherfucker, you went in here to do some shit, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I know you did, but you still did.
Wouldn't it be neat to have him return for the next movie?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. That's how spiteful this fucker is.
Yeah.
To which, for the record, and like I said, me and Deadman talked about this earlier, and like I always hated when like all these critics and analysts saying, "Oh, but Walter Peck was always right," and like we feel so vindicated because we know Walter Peck is right, and I'm like, you idiots, like Deadman and I, like we were all kids, like Gray, I'm pretty sure you figured this out. We were all kids when we watched this film about Walter Peck. And and as kids, we figured it out. We knew he was right. We always knew he was right. That's not our issue with this guy.
No,
it's not because he was right. It's because he got in the way of the fun. That's why we hated him.
As most government entities do. Like seriously, the fucking alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives should be a convenience store.
Not a branch of the government.
I hope there's still some checks for some of that stuff.
Well, there's still checks. There is no gun show loophole.
There is none. That's a myth. Trust me, somebody's bought plenty of fucking guns. That's a myth.
From gun shows.
From gun shows and personal and gun shops. Yeah, no, that's a myth. But yeah. So you guys are looking forward to the sequel?
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, it can't come out fast enough. The only real issue I had with Afterlife was because I just thought it was too short. 2 hours was not long enough for me. I wanted more.
Yeah, the nostalgia trip really helped with anxiety, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
I can
it wasn't
agree with
enough.
that.
Give it the Titanic treatment. Get it 3-4 hours. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
put
no.
Afterlife on 2 VHS tapes.
Oh, God, yes. Old school. Old school.
All right.
Ben-Hur, 10 Commandments, all that.
Let's go
Fucking
ahead
Scarface.
and end this show because we've pretty much covered all of Ghostbusters, and I feel pretty good about it. And I hope everybody that does watch us and listen to us checks out Afterlife and supports the Ghostbusters brand because we want more.
But also, if you're not a fan of Ghostbusters, you don't have to worry about it. Don't let us tell you what to do. We're just here to make suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, the
We're
Ghostbusters
fucking
logo's only
knowing.
I mean, the Ghostbusters logo is only the second most recognized brand in the whole world. But yeah, what the hell,
Actually, it is. That's weird.
Yeah, exactly. It is weird, but yeah, it's the second most recognized brand in the entire world.
What's
that
the
means
number one?
you don't have
like
to speak a lick
McDonald's?
of English, but you'll know what that fucking ghost is.
GhostBusters.
Basta. But let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. All right,
I keep
so
expecting that too.
I know, right?
The fireworks,
I don't have the soundboard. So let's go ahead and DJ, tell them about the Patreon. If only I had shared the screen.
Yeah, that would be great.
Shut up. How about that?
You know what else will be great? A drop in ammunition prices.
Also.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those who are listening or watching at home, you want to donate to the Ghostbusters? Well, come to Ghostbusters at ghostbusters.com/VTNetwork who love Ghostbusters.
We do love Ghostbusters.
Yes, we do. But yes, patreon.com/VTNetwork. Please help support us directly by giving us your money. We know you don't need it, and we certainly desperately do need it. But we will not give you something for nothing. For $1 per month, you'll be at the First Blood tier, to which you'll have access to Marine Mental Minute, as well as an access to A Minute with DJ. That's me talking about random crap. And the last one, no one listened to it. Makes me wonder why I'm even here.
I listened to it, DJ, all 26 seconds of it.
Thank you. Thank you, Graverobber. Thank you. You are a true friend, unlike Dead Man here. Fucking fake flunk.
I run this thing.
As well as you have the perk as being a producer, having a producer credit on every episode. You want to put that on your resume or somehow. You can make it even shinier by being a producer at VTNetwork. Remember, producer sounds classy. $1 per month, you can do that legally. But that's not enough to float your boat. You upgrade to the second tier, the UAV tier, for just $3 a month, to which you'll have the previous crap, as well as access to the post show that happens every Wednesday. That's Wednesday. Wednesday.
One more time.
Wednesday.
Love it.
Oh yes. But of course, but if you want to go to true beast mode and just carpet bomb your enemies from above, like just blitzkrieg, you see Big Ben, you just want to bomb the crap out of it, or just want to. Anyway, so at the airstrike tier for just $5, you'll have the previous perks as well as access to the monthly movie roast. You'll have your name read out loud at the end of every episode as you blitzkrieg the fuck out of it. You'll get stickers each month and be part of the giveaway every 3 months. I think that's how long the invasion of England had. Anyway, so remember, people, even if it's just $1, that's $1 that's greatly appreciated. For we need every single solitary Washington we can possibly find. That fucker is very elusive. So please capture him and give him to us. We'll make sure to put him back in his place.
Yeah, turn him over.
At patreon.com/VTNetwork. That's patreon.com/VTNetwork. One more time, DJ. Absolutely. That's patreon.com/VTNetwork. /that man's a bitch.
Motherfucker. Anyways, so I hate you. If you don't want to go the monthly route and you want to just rep something from us, Graverobber is about to tell you how. Don't with the ASMR thing. That's the post show.
Damn, you just ruined his whole mojo.
www.redbubble.com/VTNetwork. You can find our merch if you're not interested in subscribing and supporting your local starving podcasters for less than the cost of a cup of Starbucks a month. You can just purchase one item, which costs actually much more than a cup of Starbucks every month. What kind of items? Let's see. We got hats, desk pads, mouse pads, iPad covers, t-shirts, undershirts, pajama shirts. We don't have boxers or condoms yet, but we're working on that. We've got shower curtains, we've got coffee mugs, we've got water bottles, we've got phone cases, we've got artboard prints. Not sure what that is. It's like that wood stuff, that you find in all those houses that are supposed to be like, colonial Southern modern or something. They have the live, laugh, love, and then you walk into the living room and there's a big wooden sign that says home. There should be a big wooden sign that says VTNetwork, because that's real class right there. You can also get yourself a regular, poster, hang that on the wall. If you want to be really cool, like at your office, or just have something to throw at people if you work retail and you don't have an office, we have this thing. It's an acrylic block. It's literally a cube of acrylic that has the VTNetwork logo in it. We got different kinds of logos. We got our Stranger Things logo. Do we still have the 70s funk logo? Because that one's pretty dope. We got the graffiti logo. We got our neons, but that 70s funk, that one looks good. That would look real good on like a backpack or a messenger bag. But, not only do you get to like rep our stuff and show us that you support the homies, right, and get to tell people that like, hey, this podcast is kind of cool. They nerd out. Sometimes they go on tangents, but that's okay because they're relatable most of the time. You also, if you purchase something that's like $7 or more, send the receipt to our email, which Deadman will, verify for you. And then you get to try to send a video for our secret perk, Disgusting the Deadman, where you get to try to make Deadman vomit on camera. Now that's fun. See, there's that acrylic block. That thing is dope. Imagine hucking that at someone. Like, just, like, I don't even know what would trigger it. It could be anything, but, you guys do your own thing. Look, it's got a 5-star review out of 39. Perfect. Like, it's fun stuff. It's fun stuff. It's heavy. It's got our logo on it. It's basically a brick. So that's a great way to hit the unsubscribe button when someone, like non-consensually starts telling you all their issues. Just unsubscribe with the VTNetwork acrylic brick. And then hats. We've got cool hats. We've got hats for dudes, hats for chicks, hats for non-binaries. We don't have the hats for the Apache attack helicopters yet, but we are working on that as well. Pretty much if there's anything on here that you don't see that you want to see, send us an email. We'll work on it. We're trying to keep up with, being present in your guys' lives. All right. I swear when we say we're going to the store to get a pack of cigarettes, we are coming back, and we'll probably also have Gatorade and a Slim Jim for you. Shower curtains, pillows, blankets. If you want to cuddle up and be wrapped up in the warmth and love of the VTNetwork podcast, get yourself a blanket. You could even just throw it on the couch and have an awesome couch blanket. So when it's like Sunday and you're live streaming VTNetwork show on YouTube, you can curl up with your VTNetwork mug and your VTNetwork pajama pants, your VTNetwork throw pillow to support your rib cage so the arm of the couch doesn't hurt you, and then pull your VTNetwork blanket over and be like, let's do this. VTNetwork and chill. It's the great way to end the weekend and a great way to start the week. Check it out.
Hell yeah. I'm with it.
Yo, for real though, like $37 for a throw blanket is really not that bad.
A custom throw blanket, yeah. 60 by 50 inches. I mean, if you go large, like for my giant ass, and DJ's even gianter ass, it's still not bad. $50 for a custom one.
And you're supporting the homies. And you get to try to make Dead Man puke
7 times over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. All right. So, if thank you for that. But yeah, if you want to get in touch with us or you want to check out what we're doing, we are really active on our social media lately, thanks to Graverobber taking over and just being kind of nuts. And also, I did fix the timeline. I put the chair back. So, chair's back.
God.
It's back where it was supposed to be. Timeline is fixed. But if you want to get in touch with us, it's VTNetwork 2 on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. If you want to email us, get in touch with us, you want to be on the show and know somebody who wants to be on the show, VTNetwork84@gmail.com. And yeah, we are really we really love this. We really love interacting with you guys, and we love doing it. And so we want to do it more. Where did everybody go? Something happened here. So with all that said and done, though, remember VTNetwork84@gmail.com if you want to get in touch with us. So with that said, though, I want to thank Paul Shore and the Magic Squirrel Network for keeping us on and keeping us going. I want to thank Lophus, hi baby, the Graverobber, the Ragin Caucasian, Cheyenne, Carol, Sheri Finks, Ashley, Gibby, Crocoduck Scoop, Mike fucking Smith, and our newest patron, Donnie Hengel. So thank you guys all so much. Your stickers are on their way. They should be there very, very, very soon. And the new stickers for this month have already been ordered. So you're going to get a double stickers this month because my fucking post office was under construction for a month and a half. I'm not even joking, dude. I showed the paperwork. I showed the paperwork on the Friday show. Like you saw it. Like it was like a big work order. We're under construction. Go fuck yourself. Like you'll get your mail late
eventually.
Yeah, like I've been getting our mail. Like we used to get our mail at like 1:30. You know what I mean? Like 1:30, 2 o'clock. Now we're getting it like 5:30 at night, and like in the afternoon. So it's like, yeah, you'll get your mail, bitch. What?
It ain't what it used to be, man. When my grandpa was delivering mail, he'd be at the post office sorting out his route at like 4 o'clock in the morning. People get their mail before noon.
Yeah.
Good times.
So yeah, so there's that. With all that said, though, we're gonna get the fuck out of here and do a very quick post show because we did run very long on today's episode, and I know you guys have shit to do. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. So say goodnight, DJ.
Good night, DJ.